Oh my goodness, friends. Hi, welcome to Monday, October 2nd. I'm really excited for tonight's show because it's crazy. It's we've gone to Crazy Town now.
Crazy.
And
Woohoo!
the
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
the interesting thing about the show, like I had tweeted about it, that he said there's basically no room in the house for his
I got opinions on that. Yes, go
wait,
ahead.
hold on. But here's the thing about it. And I realize it as you listen to the clips and you hear what we're going to play for you guys tonight, because it's really just as outrageous as it gets. Somebody had written back and said, wouldn't it be a better show? Or, he should really talk about his $90 million a year in his Hamptons home.
We've been
and
saying
blah,
that
blah,
for
blah.
years.
But here's the thing, you guys. The thing is, when he does talk about it, like he did today, sort of ish,
Right.
it always comes out very
Sterilized.
no, it's not even that. It's not shallow or narrow-minded.
Tone deaf.
Tone deaf. It comes out as tone deaf because he doesn't understand that the normal person doesn't complain about their assistant calling the doctor for him, or his assistant having to get his car prepared for him to drive into the city, even though she's on vacation.
Let him eat cake.
Yeah.
Or how a normal person does use their living room because, their house is 2,000 square feet.
Exactly.
I think
we're talking about it today, and I was sitting outside and I'm looking at my house and I'm
yes.
thinking to myself,
Self.
what must it be like to have a 15 or 17,000 square foot house? As you look at your 2,000 square foot house, I'm going to say that's probably about average between like 16
Yeah,
and
that's pretty much
1,000,
average.
right?
Average home size.
Right? So you look at it and you say to yourself, holy shit, what would it be like to be sitting in a backyard and looking at 8 times this house, 8 times this home, and try to understand how you can bitch about
the average.
I am literally in a bedroom.
Yes, the average American home is 1,800 square feet.
So J. Alexander has it perfectly stated. Living in a mall. Absolutely. Yeah. It is a mall. It's a mall.
If your mall was only Hot Topic.
Exactly.
So let's go to some tape, because it's really just an exciting day in Gunkdom to talk about this stuff. And yet again, I'm sorry to say, but I know we've discussed this and I know we've talked about this. But we are going to review the house.
These are my favorites.
Giggles.
The thing is, in the clip though, the other thing he kept left out was the bowling alley.
Absolutely.
He left that out. Remember the pool table.
Right.
We have stats. We have stats.
Okay,
we have stats.
So, it started out a little bit stupid, and I will confess that I stopped recording things after, maybe after about 8:30, I guess.
Can't imagine.
There was nothing after 8:30.
Oh my God! Happy October to you too, Nicholas. This is so exciting. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Not watching the show back then. Did you all view the Benji eggplant pic? What are you talking about, Nicholas?
I don't want to know.
Hey, keep your racist bunk off this show, Nicholas. That's Moulignon to you. And Pat Cooper.
Bunk.
Pat Cooper actually has a song called Moulignon.
I thought about
it's not racist. It's about Italian food.
Yesterday, actually, I thought about you yesterday, John, because I watched a movie with your favorite my male doppelganger, Benicio del Toro.
I love him.
He's in this new movie called
I've been told.
Leopard?
On Netflix, right? Yeah, it's on Netflix. People
it
recommend
was
it to me all the time.
So good. I really, really enjoyed it. I must tell you.
Did you ever see Escape from Dannemora, where he plays a real life prison break story?
No.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. It's Ben Stiller directed, which is the most bizarre thing.
That's weird.
It's a Showtime 6-episode short. I think Bon Jovi will recommend it to me, I believe he did.
I think it was. I can't remember the name of the stupid movie I just watched yesterday. But anyway.
You're right. Everyone's telling me to watch it. You're right.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it. I think it's very much up your alley. It's like great whodunit. It does really keep you guessing. Reptile, thank you, Gamerman, thank you,
yes.
Reptile.
It's like a forgettable name.
Okay, So let's talk about today's show. Now, it started out, innocuous enough. It was just nothing going on. And he starts talking about how he hates watching football because when he watches it, he has to give it 100% and he has to pay attention to it fully and completely, as if anybody does that. I mean, yeah.
My thought on that is that because he's so low IQ, he can't do that. He can't do two things at once.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't think he could pat his head and rub his stomach. I honestly don't think he can do it.
I know. I mean, the show was so stupid today, and then it got into like a whole. Now we know the wedding's not this weekend, right? It's
going to be the 14th, the
weeks,
weekend
right?
of the 14th.
Following
the
week
of the 14th. Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming, but it's coming.
Weeks.
So
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I would say that the balance of the show kind of lent itself to talking about that, talking about who's the Black Pack guy with the big penis?
Medicated Pete.
Medicaid Pete took up
all
like 45 minutes or something like that. I mean, just crazy. Yes, Taylor Swift has in fact ruined football. Yes, she has.
I hate
Yes,
men.
I don't care about cutting to Taylor Swift. I think it's actually almost embarrassing for the sport to be kowtowing so much.
Yeah, no, the sport's embarrassing itself daily.
Last night was so bad.
Monique, I got a good look at her last night. She's a Greenpoint 6. There are 12 chicks hotter than her every 5 feet.
Kidding. And you know what else?
I know. That's what it's crazy.
She's got bad hair. How about that?
Yeah, bad hair as well.
He's got really
Oh
bad.
my God.
You walk through any given mall, there's 10 chicks hotter than her every 5 feet.
And yet, you know what? She
somehow
sings to her people. She is the voice of her people.
She is the voice of her people.
Apparently.
Oh, hi,
Okay.
How you doing?
Okay. All right. So everybody, let's talk and let's get to our first clip for the night. And it's about people who multitask. So here we go.
If I watch football, I'm all in. I got to watch football. I can only do one thing at a time. I am not a multitasker. I don't believe in
your mother's teaching.
No, don't credit my mother with that. I believe if you're really going to do something, you got to put your attention on it. People who multitask, I don't like people who multitask.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I could see how his brain probably works. Like he has to work on his paintings from this time to this time. Then he has to work on this from this time to this time.
Oy.
He
doesn't solo task, multitask. You don't do anything.
He doesn't task.
You don't
He
task
has
at
no
all.
task.
He's got no task.
His whole
Got
life
no
is
task.
revolved around having people, so he doesn't have to task at all. You don't do any task.
Well, that's exactly right, and we'll bring that up a little bit later in the.
Well, I mean, if it makes him feel better when they first started dating, Beth had a multitask in that she had to blow him and think about his bank account at the same time.
I don't think that ever happened.
And
I don't think it ever happened.
she might have given him a little pinky. Little pinky.
He'd have to get an erection for that to happen.
Yes.
I don't see
Exactly.
that happening.
Just the tip would do the trick. That's all I'm saying.
I'm being the devil's advocate.
Okay.
fellas.
I also don't think the herps.
Ooh, touche. Point, counterpoint.
So then,
I say let him crash.
this is how the let 'em eat cake thing started. Started out first thing
What
in the
does
morning.
that mean, Monique? I sound like an idiot.
Marie Antoinette.
I've heard that phrase. Okay,
It's from
so
Marie
Antoinette.
Antoinette.
what does
So
it-
apparently,
what does
when
it
the
signify?
right before the French Revolution, which basically
never really said it, but
dethroned
yeah.
and took them. No, she never actually really said it.
They
but
credited
the
it with her because they
analogy
hated her.
is that
Absolutely.
basically the French were starving.
Compitons.
They were putting money into wars and not putting money into the people.
Sacre
They were
bleu.
being taxed, and they were
Oh.
starving.
Ho, ho, ho.
And she didn't get that. She was not living at Versailles. She was living at Petit Trianon. She was living at Petit Trianon.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
she used to like to pretend that she was a farmer girl, and she would dress down for her, which meant the lesser silk in the lesser colors, and she would dress down, and she'd have cows and chickens, and she would plant things and be like a farmer. And when they would come to her and say, people are starving, whatever, it was attributed to her saying, "I don't understand. Why can't they just eat cake like she
Oh
does?"
wow.
They can't
Voulez-vous
afford
toucher
bread.
à
Very
les
much.
boire?
Let them eat
That was
cake.
very succinct and articulately explained to me. The only thing I know about, my only relationship with France is Vanessa Paradis and Roman Polanski. That's my revolution.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
Close
Well,
enough.
anyway,
And
so
Tony,
yeah,
and Tony
that's funny.
Parker and
That's
Rudy
enough.
Gobert.
So that's why the tone deafness comes in, and this was
Yes.
just the beginning of it, which I'm loving for you guys to listen to right this
Play
second.
on.
So it's
Let them eat
kind of,
Lucky Charms. AJ goes, let them eat Lucky Charms.
and then we're gonna then we're
Vizy
gonna have,
soir.
then we're gonna have a little poll after this. All right, here we go.
Oh, I was annoyed. I annoyed Beth so much this weekend. We have a ritual after dinner every night. We sit and brush 2 of our cats.
Every
I
night.
do. She goes on her phone. We're sitting there. We sit
Who does
in the living room. It's the only time we use the living room. Nobody uses their living room. If you live in a house, do you ever use your living room? No.
I was reading an article this week, and most people really still want a living room, but nobody uses it.
Okay, so
Wait,
let's
What?
discuss this for a
Well,
second and do a
what?
show of hands in the chat. Who doesn't use their living room? Like, seriously, I'm sorry. We can't all be like you, who has one little seating center,
Do,
Minimalist.
2
do,
seating centers,
Trois.
By the way,
Okay.
Gary Puppet,
Dude.
thank you so much for these
Quattro.
photos. You live again
Cinque.
through these
Quattro.
photos.
3
se,
seating centers,
Oh, look at
4
that. Crap.
seating centers. I'm even going to let you pass by those. Hang on. That's a
oh,
5
Cinque.
seating centers.
Oh.
I
mm,
might have just for shits and giggles forgot
Imparcial.
this one, 6.
e povera, e
basically,
povera.
And by the way, I know we pick on the pictures all the time, and I
Yes,
love
we do.
doing that.
So bad.
Is there
Thank you, Gary
anything more
Puppet.
delicious? Is there anything more delicious?
You know what's
Yeah.
even funnier?
You know what it looks like?
Built-in TV.
Do
You
you guys
know,
remember
no
the?
shit fits in that
No.
anymore.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the old Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'll take the lamp, and I'll take the chair, and I'll take the
Yes,
that
and
lamp over there.
I'll take the library ladder.
That's what it totally looks like. Just
$5.
gaudy. It's like that one booth at the swap meet with the dude with all the opulent, crappy furniture.
It's like the shitty auction in Tampa. Sorry, I
It
didn't mean
totally
to say it
is,
that
dude.
way.
Hey.
That home auction
In-
where only like
in
5
Bartow.
things are actually from the home, and then everything else is like
The
backloaded
ceramic
kind of shit
dogs.
in there.
You know what's so funny though?
That's
What's
totally
so
what it
funny is
looks
that
like.
nice. What's so funny is that these pictures are what 15 years ago,
Yes, it doesn't get
and it
old.
hasn't changed an ounce. It still looks the same.
Nothing has
Is it that
changed.
long ago, Dennis? 15
Yeah,
years?
it's like
If
15 years
anything,
ago.
it's
I don't
gotten
know.
worse.
Yeah,
It's
if anything-
2008.
It was
yeah.
it was Gary Puppet who excavated this from some interior designer's website. I don't know how he found. I get this.
Beautiful.
This is the genius of that guy, and rest
is.
in peace, Gary Puppet, because he leaves us so many.
Look at
His
that. That
stamp
is
Oh,
so
on
bro.
gaudy.
everything.
Speak his name. Speak his name.
Speak his
The
name.
only
your
thing that's
name.
changed is now there's an urn with Ben's ashes as a doorstop.
But you know,
There's a
the funny
justice-
thing about this house, always, I know we always come back to it. There's
Yes,
no
yes,
warmth in
yes.
it. There's no love. There's no
No.
No.
warmth. You
No.
know, some decorator picked out that stupid piece of art. It's
That's
not.
where Beth throws up, Monique. If you scroll up a little bit, right there, just
Right in
enough
there.
for her
It's
mouth.
so,
Right.
so tacky, bro.
Actually, she probably uses this bathroom. Hold on.
That's my throat.
First
the
of all,
pink one?
it's just all
Bathroom.
earth tones.
Full marble with
Pink.
marble
Oh
pedestal.
my god, that's so
That's my
Marble.
dream
horrible.
room.
That is so.
But
ugh.
who uses their living room, everybody?
Look
I mean,
at the color, Monique. It matches throw up. Look at it.
everything about it. It's baby vomit. It's
Yes.
just disgusting. Yes, completely devoid of life.
Jesus.
There is no character to that home. There's nothing personal in there. I mean,
No.
it's just everything is
It's-
just perfect.
I know we've compared it to that one trip Michael Jackson did in Vegas where he's just buying all this gaudy.
Oh my
furniture.
god, can I find
That's
that
exactly
somewhere?
where that furniture ended
Michael
up.
Jackson's more relatable than
The
Howard is.
Only
In
thing that's
Sadly,
missing out,
yes.
I'm talking about-
Easily.
the only thing
Easily.
is those life-size cheetahs at the end of each sofa. Like, you know, that's the only thing that's missing.
Michael Jackson shopping in Las Vegas.
Cindy Lou Who.
that's too small, Robin.
Catering halls aren't as big as his house.
No, right, Dennis? No.
No, they're
Last
not.
one I was, that's not even close.
You know, Howard. Here's some advice: get rid of the sarcophagus, and you might have room.
All right, let's see
Alright.
if we can play this. Hold on a
Thank
second.
you, Ida Greenbacks. We love you.
Thank you.
To
We-
Chicago and back.
We are a smart chat. All right, let's
Smart.
listen to this a little bit. Here we go.
with the luckiest manager in the world.
Like that
Thank
Martin
you.
Bruschier or whatever.
Watch.
Yeah.
I want that.
When you go
Look at it.
upstairs.
Look at it. Look at it. It's Howard's house.
I want that over there.
I want that.
these.
I want
Bought
these.
these.
This house, dude.
This one.
Look
I
at
bought
this.
this table. This
He's
chest
fighting
set.
at kids.
Beautiful
chest
set.
Oh,
Your
wait.
chess set.
Let's hold on the chess set. Let's
That
go.
is 100% Howard's house. I wish we could.
Oh my
I
God!
wish
It's
we
like,
could picture and picture
Wait.
this.
what's the name of this
Look at that!
store? Gaudy or us? I mean,
Seriously, you know what? You know what it looks like? It looks like Howard saw that video and goes, "Hey, oh, maybe they'd have it cheaper on Sky Mall."
Oh my God. I want this.
I mean, you know,
I want
Gindaloons laugh at this. I mean, that's
Yes,
some
dude.
bad stuff.
I want this. I want
That is so
these.
tacky.
I'll take
Christ.
these.
He-
It's the
you
same
know what?
thing.
He's
It's the
right.
same
He
color.
doesn't
Look,
have
look,
any
look, look,
space.
Look at the marble with the line sconces. Look, everybody,
Oh,
everybody.
Lions,
Jackie was
guns.
right. All the marbles.
All the marble.
Oh, this was custom from him.
This one's bigger.
Wow. No, it's sold. Look.
I bought this one, right?
I want this
Is
one.
this yours?
Yeah, that's the soul sign mean it's for me.
I
Okay.
bought
How much
that.
is that one?
Did we ever get this
Ah.
one? These ones?
It's only 89,000.
This is amazing.
$89,000.
Can you put that on the list?
Sure.
Get your
This
pen
guy,
just so you
look
can
at him,
mark.
look at him with the hands, just like
He's
that.
going,
old
"Yay."
monkey That they're
Yes.
like, yes,
I'm going on vacation.
yes.
To- I'm going to the Far East for like a month.
Look at the hands, they're rubbing their hands. Yes.
Can we get those?
Look at a Ferrari's
I'm
coming
going
in
to buy a
soon.
new house.
Why don't we order those?
I want one of those. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, Mercedes Benz, here I come.
I do.
You've
Can you
got space.
imagine when
Yeah.
that truck pulls up with all this shit in
Oh,
it?
bro, it might as well be a Brinks truck.
That chessboard.
Colors.
Right? And these?
And
You
these.
like your
oh my
own.
goodness.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
God. Oh my
You
God.
guys missed the part when he goes, "How old is this?" And they told me it's 12 years old. He goes, "Oh, too old."
Too old, exactly.
Can I ask you guys a really stupid question?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't. It's so. How? What did Michael Jackson die of?
died
uh,
of propofol.
overdose.
Overdose of
He
propofol.
had he had his own anesthesiologist
Yeah.
who, oddly
In-house.
enough, didn't administer the right dosage to him.
Go figure.
Because he said he loved to be when he had insomnia, so his cure for that is taking medical grade
Right. Nothing was
It was
enough.
it was
anesthesia to
propofol,
knock him out.
which
And
is
it's literally
which
if you
can-
overdose it by 1
can
ounce,
kill you.
you're done.
Obviously.
It'll just shut down your respiratory system. And
Yeah.
Let's
There you
hope
go.
Howard goes the way of that with all his
If only.
in-house physicians, right?
let's
hope
continue
something
on.
Happens like that.
Let's continue on. Let's continue on with the completely tone deaf relationship Howard has with space. Okay, here we go.
Like now that I do the show sometimes from home, mostly from
Okay, really?
Sometimes from home.
Sometimes.
Really? Sometimes. Really?
Somebody
Only
said
like,
on Twitter. Well, you know, Lizzie,
What?
dude, he has been in twice.
hang on. We do this. We
Three.
can
No,
actually
3
do the math.
times.
Wait.
3
He
times.
stayed there
3
for a
times
day
in
extra.
Miami. 3 times when he came back to New York after this year, and then he did the Paul Simon.
Springsteen.
The
Springsteen. So
he's done
Springsteen,
it
Miami,
3, 4, 5,
Demi
6.
Lovato.
Literally, you can count it on 2 hands. How many times he's been?
It's
back.
6.
in the last 3.5 years.
Almost
Three and
4
a
It
half
didn't
years,
matter.
correct.
Did you know the difference? Did it matter? Did you notice anything? Is anything better? Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't mean shit.
It's much worse. I mean, it's not better, but it's much worse.
There is no
But
bar.
literally, like 7 times in 3 years.
3.5.
Where'd you get 7?
3.5.
Springsteen, Miami. Those are
Miami
3
was 3
shows.
days.
It's 4. Paul Simon.
Demi Lovato.
What are
Demi
the chunky girl?
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
That's it.
So it's only what was that
6?
6?
Oh, look at that.
6.
Wow.
I'm still with
we,
you.
were, we were spotting him one.
I'm still on team 6. Still
No,
here.
that's fine.
Jesus.
That's fine. I mean, we're not going to argue.
6.
But
Yeah,
he-
that's
Yeah.
it.
And you know what? If you were one of those freaks with 6 fingers on your hand, you can count on 1 hand.
So you know what? How many times Robin's been in the studio? None. Okay,
None.
0.
0.
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
That's a
That-
Zoom
that was-
call, bro.
Yeah, Lizzo was.
Yeah, that was Zoom. That was over Zoom,
that was Zoom. All right,
and that
let's
was
continue.
painful.
And he
She
was
was
still
in
nervous at
studio and he
having
was
her-
zooming
Let's continue. Here we go.
mostly from home.
Mostly from home.
mostly.
Studio I'm in. It's this little thing I used to use for photography. I got a real
Nice.
big house, and I'm stuffed and
Stuffed.
crammed for 3-4 hours a day in this little room. You should see how narrow it is. Like I can't even move my chair back.
Stuffed and crammed.
And we need
Whoa.
cameras. This camera angle is not flattering on me. We've just.
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
I'm talking
How
about
big does the
our
room have to be?
I need at least a.
Hang on. He's going to come back to that. All right. Go ahead, Dennis.
So, we saw the whole room when he had his little show over the summer, and it's not that little. It's actually very long, that room. And he blocks off half of it because it used to be like probably a
More
wine
than half
cellar or
of it.
something. He blocked off half of it to use as his studio because the other side has a window, and it's another like 10 or 15 feet from
No,
where his
there's no
stuff
window.
is.
This is full basement. There's no.
Then whatever, but it's that corner. Like it
See where
went
those
back
two
a
doors-
bunch.
See where those two doors are right there?
Yeah, I know,
believe
but
that it's one of those two.
When he
down
did the show, he did that bonus show with all the idiots from the Hamptons. They were in
Well,
that room
yeah, like
shooting
6 of them were-
outwards.
4 of them were able to fit inside there.
Oh, there was like 7 people in that
Did they
room.
record that? Did they video that?
Yes, they did. We played the video.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yes, we did. We showed the video. We showed Pittos. That's how I
Show
know
us the
that they
video.
had. What?
You talk about the Downey thing, Monique, with Fallon?
No, when he had all the people over in the summer and he did that
Yeah, the
stupid
Downey
thing
Yeah,
with
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Downey and
Hamptons
Fallon.
people.
Shields
Yeah,
and
we saw the picture of them.
Fallon.
They were
And-
lording over him on the soundboard.
And that was what's her
That's all.
name did that picture.
Allie Wentworth.
Allie Wentworth
She
put the
screwed him.
picture up, and it
She
was
screwed
going
him.
from his desk all the way out, and it's like
Yep,
15 feet to the wall. But he quartered himself off in a little corner.
Well, I think, I think that is, it's so funny. The first thing that comes up is our picture of it. So let's show that because it's us.
Waka waka.
Waka waka waka. Oh, if you see this, if I can pull
Look
it
at
up.
that! Look how far back that is.
Monique, if you don't do that, you get the bowling alley echo, right? You have to corner it off with sound barriers and shit. In
Oh,
order
absolutely.
If he didn't
You
do
gotta
that,
do
you'd
that.
hear the bowling
Yeah,
alley and
they
the
probably
echo
just
and
use
the bad acoustics.
like
Yeah.
moving sheets and stuff.
Yeah,
blankets,
yeah.
sound blankets.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it
Sound
looks like. So you're
blankets.
seeing that's exactly what it looks like. So, but
mean,
let us continue because
Yeah.
this is an issue. This is really,
Oh, it's
I don't
life
know why you
changing.
guys
It's
aren't
life
feeling bad for
hampering.
him. What is wrong with you people? All right, here we go.
No, this is
Hang on.
bad.
The cameras are right on top of me, and my hair doesn't look good. Nothing looks good. And don't forget, I mean,
he's
I'm
right about
down here. I'm rolling out of bed and doing the show.
Literally rolling out of bed.
It's not like I'm dolled up.
Literally
No,
rolling.
not at all. Put that wig on sideways.
At least he admits that he literally rolls out of bed. That's
Yeah, I mean,
what happened to the whole busting Benji's balls about, not
well,
being in on time?
well,
So
you can
now he
tell.
can do it?
Wait, well, you can tell that he's really enjoying. He's probably waking up maybe 6:30. I mean, seriously, if he's waking up any later than
rolling
6:30, I'm
down the
shocked.
stairs.
And
Well-
you can tell he's late though because the show has been
Remember-
starting 3 to 4 minutes late every day.
Remember a while back when he did that weird, was it MSNBC interview or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
when
with
they
Morning
actually show the
Joe.
back of his head. It was just a
Mhm.
rat's nest. It's like where the
Yes.
surgically implanted skull was
Yes.
like protruding and stuff.
Yes.
He 100% last minute just runs down.
Puts it
Of
wig on.
course he does. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is the point of this. Let's continue on. Hold on.
It's really bad.
It doesn't,
Believe it or
Brizzo. It
not,
doesn't need to start.
We have a room. Our dining room has been used twice since
I've
we
been saying it for
got
20
this.
years.
Dining
Ooh.
room. Let's look at that. Please, please, please. Hold, please hold. Dining room. Knights of the Round Table. Knights of the Round Table.
That's the actual
just-
dining room.
3, 6, 9, 12
Jesus.
people. Yeah. So this is a room only used for a
House.
select few.
It's
Twice.
the Legion of
You-
Doom.
I know he acts like it's like a poor.
Hang on, guys.
I got comments.
We can't hear the clips if you
'Cause I have
guys are
comments.
talking over it. Okay, one at a time. You'll all get your chance. It's not a race, not a competition. Okay, love you all. Just stop the seat for a second. And now the clip won't play. I can't believe I just
Ah,
Blind
see?
dog. Went out to the
I was
blind
going to
dog
comment
button.
on the Knights of the Round Table house, man. Come on.
It's okay.
Come on.
At
Sir
least-
Lancelot, give me Excalibur.
And I'll have one of those and one of
Yes.
those. and
Where's
one
my
More
turkey
wine.
leg?
We have a room. Our dining room has been used twice since we
Mhm.
got this house.
Mm-hmm.
And yet,
Which
you know,
one?
Consuela buffs that to like perfection every single day because she's bored to tears.
Twice. Was for 2 Thanksgivings back when my parents were able to like come to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we've never used the dining room. It would be a fabulous little television studio and radio studio.
So why don't you? So why don't you,
What's
Mr.
your own
Eight
production
Bedroom-
company?
Exactly.
Yeah, Xavier, can you read off to us exactly what the
Thank you, Frank the Tank.
space is there?
Oh, you want me the specs? Sure.
Yes, please.
What was the
Monique,
address again?
Herbert Arnold, you've had enough dining room.
116?
Babe, 17 Squabble Lane.
17 Scrabble
Okay.
Lane. Come on.
17 Squabble
Relax,
Lane.
You've had enough
relax.
dining room.
Yeah, pop right up.
The only reason it's so funny is because he's
So
serious.
we are
So-
going to go with 17 Squabble Lane, Southampton, New York, 11986. It is 8 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, 936 livable square feet.
14,000.
15,000.
So it's 15,000 plus if you add the swimming pool, house, and other crap they have there. You're around 17 G's worth of house.
Only 8 bedrooms, though. Think about that for a second.
Only
How
8
much extra living space there is in this place? It is only 8 bedrooms.
Bro,
So
Well-
that's how many rooms. I mean, there's just so many.
Only. Who
But
did
for
that for
15,000, wait,
anything?
this is the size of a hotel, and it's only 8
It's
bedrooms.
like a smaller Target.
It's a hotel.
I mean, like, no joke. It's comparable.
15,000 square feet. Come on, it's a hotel.
Let's
He-
continue. Let's continue. Please hold.
He's a torture
hold.
man.
There's
Please hold.
no way we're going to do it. Now, the living room, too. Okay, we use that at night. We do sit with the 2 cats.
The living room. Okay, hold on. If we're talking living room, I'm going to assume that's the one with the really, really bad built-in TV that you can never replace and you know it's going to age. You
Dude.
know.
It already
Do you
did.
realize what a
It's
wet
15
dream this
years
guy
ago.
was for some contractor?
Look at this. Totally aged out.
I don't
That's
think he gets
so
duped. I think he has
tacky.
so many friends in that area that he advises him and he asks every stupid question about what to do. And I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
Where'd you
this
get that
is,
shot, Monique?
This
That's
one.
one of
Oh,
the-
The
Beefus.
cat shot. That the two.
That's
That,
Beefus.
I've never seen that.
yeah. This is Chunk just alerted me that Sophia escaped the Foster room again, which is in the back of the house. And
Okay, wait. Can we
That's the hallway.
appreciate that for a second? They have their own foster cat room, but this
Yes.
guy doesn't have enough space in his house.
yes.
Literally have a room
The cats-
for cats.
Let
The
me
cats
continue
have.
the clip. Let me.
I think the cats have like 1,000 square feet.
Yes.
Seriously.
While she plays like Dora the Explorer in the background for them. Let me continue. Let me continue. So let's go back to the living room. Sorry, we're all over the place with this
That's
stupid.
fine.
No
website.
swiping.
It's just so shocking and amazing to talk about this and
The
to think
living
about
room. There
how
it is.
how they roll. Here we go. Hang on, let me go back. It's just a snurch. Give me a second.
You sure it's
Yes,
the living room,
We
not the
use that
study?
at night. We do sit with the 2 cats.
But you could sit somewhere
Um,
else. Or
yeah,
turn
I
the
mean-
room into something else and still sit in it.
I said to my wife, we use 5% of this house. I have my office.
My office. Hold on, please hold.
It's upstairs.
Let's go to my office. Now that I have everything
Pick up a
scrolled down,
spare.
I'm here. Here's my office. Okay, that's room number 1 that we use.
You can't broadcast from there.
No, he paints in there. Okay, hang on.
Is that where all the notes for the show are
This
created?
is where the magic happens.
That's where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. Yeah, hang on.
Jesus.
You have your, closet, bedroom area.
Your closet and bedroom area.
Bedroom.
Yes, okay, because we all
That's
know.
not
it's
it,
been
that's
thrown.
Probably
his.
like 2,000 square
Hey,
feet each.
hang on a second. I gotta scroll to it. What do you think? I gotta
There's so many. There's so
pulling it
many
out of my app,
rooms.
Dennis. Jesus, fuck.
There's so many rooms there. It's
Oh.
crazy.
Can't believe I just said the F word. All right, here's Beth's room where everything in incredible fashion is is the pillows,
Custom built.
the
Custom built. They can't blame this on anybody else.
the wall covering, the curtains, and you know that some guy came to her with that big book of swatches that's like
Oh,
encased in plastic with the 2 screws on the top with the wooden piece, and she went through
And she had
all the little.
Do you guys think she put on her smart hooker glasses? For
Oh,
us?
absolutely.
She picked this. She picked this for Girl Town. This is hers. All right, let's go. Let's continue on. Where else did I spend some
pink is
time?
nasty.
It's a mom cave.
She has like a little bedroom for some of the.
Little bedroom.
You have your, closet, bedroom area.
right.
Like she has like a little
Little.
bedroom for some of the cats. And if I'm
No, it's
Little
for kids.
bedroom for some of the cats. This is bigger than most people I know's bedroom, with the
Oh.
little arches, with the bullshit,
Oh,
you
that's-
know, all the wainscoting on the wall, on the ceiling.
Monique,
Yes.
that thing, that's like twice the size of my master bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, twice the
Oh,
size. Just that part of it.
I got news for you. That's probably bigger than the house I grew up in. Just that bedroom. Like, no joke.
All right, let's see what other room they use. Hang on.
snoring and stuff, she
me
goes
go
like
back.
a little.
And
or
watch
you
his
have this house.
excuses for
I
her
have
room.
my office. You have your, closet bedroom area. Like she has like a little bedroom for some of the cats. And if I'm snoring and stuff, she goes off into that bedroom.
Sure, she does.
Uh-huh.
She uses that area. And that's it. And we use
That's it. That's all we use. That's all we use.
What
Just
about the
you
two
know what?
kitchens? What about with the multiple
I'm
kitchens?
guessing the scenario is like, oh, you're snoring. I'm gonna go into their bedroom. 20 minutes later, you hear, no, Francisco, not on my face.
5% of the house, my friends. 5% of 15,000. Okay, what's 5%? I can't do math. You
So
know,
that's like
Right.
if
Bro,
only
this-
5% is like
does he realize he just
750
keeps-
square feet.
He just keeps stepping on his own dick.
It's
Like
only
he's-
750 square feet. That's what he says he uses.
yeah,
750
yeah,
square
yeah.
feet.
Yeah, that's realistic.
there you go.
I'm a finance guy.
750 square feet.
He uses only 750 square feet.
Do you
This
think
bedroom
Monique,
is
there
bigger.
should be a cap put on square footage for skeleton twats
Yes.
like this, where
Yes.
you don't need, like Laundry Room said, eat the rich. This is why this wage gap we keep complaining
Well,
about. This is
that
everything
then
about it.
becomes socialism, and you can't have that in
No,
our
I hate
country.
we don't want no socialism.
No, you
Better
want
than
people
wiggleism.
to be able to afford what they can,
Oh,
but
socialism's only good for the rich.
don't forget, before Reaganomics, people paid like 75-80% was the top tier of income tax.
And they hit it. So
Yeah.
they hit all their money.
Whatever, but some people paid a lot of money, and they still were wealthy, and they were still incredibly wealthy.
But this is
This-
you know
You
what bothers me? No, what should bother you is that they don't use this. Like literally, they don't
They
live.
do, bro.
No, they don't live. No, they don't. They don't live.
I don't
Look
buy-
at the two of them.
I think, like, where do you think he has like the 9-year-old boys chained to the wall?
Stop it. I think
I'm just kidding.
Easy.
Stop it.
Easy. So what does Francisco come in for beefus?
Hey, Senora Beth, I got something big burrito for you.
All right, so now that you know the lay of the land, I know we've discussed this time and time ad infinitum, right? We've just discussed this as many times as we humanly can, but let's just
Say that again. Say that again.
ad infinitum.
Infinitum.
Infinitum Nile is Johnny Depp's production company name. I can't believe you knew that.
Wow, look at
I
that.
can't believe you pronounced that right.
That's
I
synergy
struggle
right
with
there,
that
bro.
Every show, I struggle with that.
Good lord.
What are the odds?
I don't know where it comes from in my brain. It just
David.
just like you, honey.
David, the greatest comment. Wait a minute.
Dude, you know what?
Patio
This is
wicker
like-
furniture in interior.
Okay.
This-
I
no,
will.
Wicker
I will
Warehouse.
be
Honestly,
fair. I'll be fair about that. What,
this-
Xavier? What?
This reminds me of like when all the soccer moms, when they go to like the Jeep dealerships and they just upsell them everything. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, I'll take the Dana 44 with the locking differential, and the
Fair.
car will never be off a
Literally
flat
a
surface.
steering wheel and 4 wheels. You know
Like,
that.
they literally, you know what I'm talking about? You see the
Exactly.
soccer
I know
mom
exactly what
with
you're
the-
talking about.
with the big old truck that's all
Everything's
like
made
they'll
on.
never use it. This is what exactly happened when they came to build this house. They look like, oh my god, these suckers. Yes, you need this. Yes,
All right,
yes, you need
David,
that.
here's what you need to know, David. So rattan for interiors is it's very in. Actually, it's so in. It's out now, to be honest with you. But rattan was like very, very in, and clearly these sets, because nobody builds stuff like this anymore. These rattan set. This is very vintage. I'm sure it was tens of thousands of dollars.
It's
And then the
hideous.
funny thing about it is the fact that not only did the interior designers believe in the rattan there, but then they also got another vintage set with the curved rattan, which is even more expensive. I mean, it's just these sets, if you can find them in like vintage stores, are ridiculously expensive. So let's do another one here in this room. Who even
It's a small
knows
house,
what
Robin.
this room is? But look at the
It's
way
the nautical room.
ceiling. Look at the nautical knots. You know the
It's a rumpus room.
Yes.
Rumpus room.
That's where him and Ralph are, in a rumpus room.
Where they rump. Yes.
Sword
And you
fight.
rump
Ooga.
there.
Sword fight. Ooga.
Okay, so with all that said, let us
hate
discuss
rattan.
how there is nowhere else for the studio, you guys. Just nowhere.
Oh, of course, no, there isn't.
Hold on.
That it's the tiniest space here. It's like I'm in a closet.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
You
well,
are in a closet.
We had nowhere
all
else.
that empty space
Nowhere
up there.
else.
not
All
being
that empty
used.
space.
Nowhere else.
Yeah.
Doesn't want me. She goes, I don't think you should be working in the part of the house where we live. You should be downstairs in the basement.
I could almost guarantee you that Beth has probably never even seen some of those bedrooms. Like seriously,
Absolutely.
there is no way she even has a thought. Even if you went into bedroom number 7, which maybe has the twin beds in it for that one time that maybe when and if you ever have grandchildren, they come and visit you, that
They
you can
do.
put them in a twin room somewhere. That would even be okay space, and you would
Just put 'em in
never
a cat
know it's
room.
missing. You would never know it's missing. Never.
How
Ugh!
great is it that Beanie Mac's name is on? And speaking of that, Beanie Mac, Crazy
Because
Robin, and
Beanie
Tamara
Mac
Prince.
was like, let us never forget what the, and we've done at least 3, 4 threads about this house, because you know what? You always have to save this. You
And we'll
always
do more as long as he keeps
and we will
mentioning it.
always, we will always.
Beanie Mac, Crazy Robin, and Tamara Francois are saying curved rattan and nautical knots are white people problems. And
Totally.
Yes,
Of course it is.
absolutely.
Of course it is. All right, let me finish this clip. Hang on.
All right, I get that. Like, don't make your house work. You know?
Your house is work.
It's
You
not a
roll out
house,
of
bro.
bed. It is work. You roll out of bed and go downstairs. It is work.
Jesus.
That's
But
where
it
you
isn't
live.
a house. It's a compound.
A compound.
I'm not joking, man.
It's
That's not
Versailles.
a house.
It's
That ain't a
Versailles.
house.
Come on.
Tea tree and on. All right, here we go.
Okay. And
But
also,
you could find someplace in that mansion
Ooh.
at
There
another
you go.
place
I
for you to
know.
Look, he
work.
can't.
Well,
He can't.
we
He just
can't.
He can't.
come here and figure it out, because we
Figure
can't
it out,
figure
Robin.
it out.
We
I mean,
can't do it.
Come here and figure it out. Uh-oh.
But it would cost a fortune to, and like I could have to get rid of stuff, and I don't
Well,
even
Minimalist.
know.
Do that.
He's a minimalist.
You
But
know.
there's places that don't get used.
I got a pool table down here, and I'm like, well, I could.
Oh, I got a pool table down here.
And what else do we have?
What else is down there?
What
An
else?
airplane.
I
What-
think there's-
what else is in there?
What else
What
is
else-
down there?
What
AJ
else
goes,
is there?
you've
Ah.
successfully convinced your audience you're in Ralph Cramden's apartment.
Exactly.
Do,
I think
do,
that's what he means.
do you guys remember when he went to Lisa G's apartment to do the photo shoot? And they
Yes.
talked about it was literally like the size of a shoebox.
It's a shoebox. Yeah, but
Yeah, if anybody remembers that,
That's a great callback, X. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
it's when they did the cookies cover.
I think I might have
Howard
a
was the
video
photographer
for that I
back
could
then.
get for tomorrow.
They came over to her apartment. It was literally the size of a doghouse.
I'm gonna get
that's
the
what the
video
normal
of that,
person
Monique,
lives in.
for
that's
tomorrow.
what a normal person in Manhattan lives in, though. You guys.
Wait, Jeremy Harrelson, the Taj Mahomo.
Okay, but look at what he's talking about. Can we just rewind just a second here? So he's talking about he has a pool table, and do you know how much it would cost him?
I'm sorry, Monique. I'm sorry. I'm loud.
Go ahead. What do
LL
you got?
goes, his dildo closet is bigger than Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Thank LL. That's great.
Have you guys ever been to the MGM in Vegas?
Yes.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Exactly,
Those
this
gaudy.
slot
Right.
machines. It looks exactly like that.
But there's no room here. So can we just discuss how the pool table space would probably be a great thing? But no, hang on. Hang
Went
on.
to see the bowling alley.
Yes.
I don't want
wanna
to.
do that.
I
But
know.
there's places that don't get used.
I got a pool table down here, and I'm like, well, I could move the pool table out, but we never use it. But I like the idea that it's there. That if somebody comes
Yeah.
up, we don't have it. We've used it once, I think, the pool table.
Bullshit.
It's so crazy.
But this little room I'm in that I do the show, it's like the bunker Hitler committed suicide in.
Okay, I'm calling bullshit because when just recently didn't Ed Sheeran come in and say, "Holy shit, we bowled downstairs"?
Yes.
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 So you know this is where they hang, and you know that after they had dinner, when he did that stupid
They were all down here.
Sunday show, that they were all just hanging out down there. That's where they hang, playing.
Remember how
pool,
freaked out he got when
bowling.
Alec Baldwin
Hey,
said
Mo.
to him, he goes,
Hold
One
that
second,
thought real
one
quick.
second.
One second,
gonna
John,
sit-
finish your thought. John,
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead, X, go ahead.
No,
John,
I'll do a private
please,
chat later.
Please. Thank you. Go, John.
You remember how freaked out he got when Alec Baldwin simply said it wasn't a big deal, but we spent like a half hour on it. He goes, your foyer is like JFK Airport, and he was like, no, it's blah, 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 blah." And like,
He
how
starts laughing
stupid do you think
nervously.
we are?
Yeah, he nervously laughs and then goes on to another
Yes, the
subject.
nervous laugh, and Spade said the same thing to him.
Hey,
Well,
Mo.
yeah, but then that was also the same time I think that Baldwin actually said, "I mean, you live in Versailles."
Yeah, and then he said Versailles, followed it with Versailles, right?
Yes, he
No
did.
joke, Mo. Go to the private chat, click on that link, and compare it to that photo you have up right now.
Mike McGinn, that's so funny. It's a food court. It's Smith Haven Mall.
You're gonna
food
laugh your
court.
ass off. That's the MGM.
All right, hold on a second.
It does look so much like the MGM. You're
Dude,
right.
look at it. Look at it.
Oh my! It is the MGM. Just add some slot machines. It's the
I'll
MGM.
I never forget a casino, bro. That is Howard's house.
That's as gross as it gets.
Look at that. Look at it. Except for the slot machines, it's the same freaking house.
Had some slot machines, and it's the
In this
same.
casino, Howard
the
wins
same
every
freaking
hand
house.
all the time.
You know what I love?
God.
I love that his house literally has like aged out. Like I love that he puts
Yeah.
so much money into so much tackiness, and he lives at Sparrows.
Because you
It's just-
can't leave a house like this not
Sparrows.
decorated every 5 years. I mean, seriously, at most every 5
If
years.
you do it right, you can. Which he
Well,
did.
yeah, but you
even if you paint it, do something, make
But
it.
this is 15 years.
You got to
Everything in
remember,
there
he's
is
so,
so dated.
civilian phobic. He doesn't want people in his house, so that would take a lot of civilians who know his secrets. He just tries to keep that as you don't get in that house. It's very. He doesn't want any of that renovations. It's too much.
It's
Too
too
many
much.
civilians in his.
You're
order.
right,
Too
John.
much.
He doesn't want
Too much.
anybody in that freaking
Yeah,
house.
that's how I look at it.
It's just too much.
Too much.
Right, so let's move on. So that's his whole thing about his studio, which I
hate
love.
those
I
guitars,
love this whole
Josh.
conversation.
I hate those guitars. It's
I know I
fucking
hate the guitars.
basic
They're
bitch
actually worse than
guitars.
Get
people
a Les
with guitars.
Paul.
I
No,
realized.
Get an
I realized
SG.
Monique.
Those are
doing,
gifts.
doing the Depening 167 episodes, hours at a time, and listening to Steve Nowicki today and what he just said, what Josh just said. The world has too many goddamn guitarists. We need to kill a few of them, right? Stop. If you're gonna play guitar, stop playing and take up a piano. I don't care what it is, violin, David. No more guitarists. Enough. We've had it with guitarists. No more guitarists.
That
more.
segment.
Had
we
enough
don't
No
have,
note can be played anymore. There's no
So-
more notes can be played on.
I know we don't have any clips of that because that was probably the most painful segment.
I
ever.
couldn't even listen to it.
So, if for everybody
about
out there that did not listen to the show, he actually spent 45 minutes, I say, with Nowicki talking about Van Halen Con or Eddie Van
I hate
Halen
Nowicki,
Con.
Dennis, as much as anyone now. He's rising the ranks.
I-
I've been most hated.
They literally were going into minutia of designing guitars that was like listening to paint dry. I mean, it was utterly painful.
The fun
Painful is
thing
the
is
only
that
word.
Nowicki apparently keeps redesigning that same, what's it called, Frankenstein or something?
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Redesigning that guitar over and over and over again.
There's no
And
need.
I don't. I got nothing. I don't
For
care.
this show, which has nothing to do with music or guitars or anything. It's wasted on this. You're not going to make it big. You're 40.
That was
40 you're
football
not. You're
talk.
not going to
Football
be a
talk
rock
is
star.
wasted.
Put the guitar down. You're not going to make it.
You know wait, because I mean, Wolfie can play like almost any Eddie song, almost identical. But you know what? Nobody gives a crap because you're not Eddie. You're just a
No.
carbon copy, bro.
That year is so far gone. You'll never get those guitar heroes
You're
ever
a
again.
rich douchebag kid
Yeah.
that people were rooting for, and then you just like totally douchebag your freaking fans.
Yeah, he told them to go F themselves. That's exactly what he did.
Eddie
Can you
Van
believe that's
Marshmallows.
40 years
Yeah.
ago, Judy. The last Van Halen out 40 years ago. That's
We're talking
such a
about
long time ago.
Wolfie Van
Like-
Fluffernutter.
I still think that's the lead singer from Romeo Void.
I swear I thought it was Meatloaf's kid.
Yeah.
I
it's-
love the
At
Romeo
least Meatloaf
Void.
was original.
I love the Romeo Void
Oh
comparison.
dear God, that is a great reference. Oh my God.
I might feel better if we slept together.
Oh my God.
There's something in your eyes that says maybe. That's never.
Never say
never.
never.
That's a good tune. Too bad they had to make a video.
Yeah, that kind of killed it, didn't it?
It's kind of like when Christopher Cross from Sailing actually made a video, and you're all like,
Well,
Ooh.
hey, you know what? The canvas can do miracles.
Just you wait and see.
All right, we kind of segued just a snurch, but let's get back on
A
track now. Let's get
snurch.
back on track. So then the
Rosie
conversation
O'Donnell age well.
was what? Oh, she has not. She looks like hell. That one,
She looks like that, but worse.
but worse. Okay, so then apparently Beth got upset with him
Oh no.
because he has to have a procedure apparently. So he didn't really talk about it. And the doctor called and he needed information. And of course, the only person that has this information is Laura. So apparently,
Monique, did he ever really? Did he say her proper name at all during
No.
this?
no, my
No, he
Not
did
once.
not.
Did
Not
what
once.
do we know about? Wasn't Laura vaguely mentioned a few years ago that we
Yes.
made
we
some
talked
assumption
about her.
that
We
she
interviewed the other assistant, the assistant to the
we
assistant's assistant.
So
right, but he was gone before she was gone.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he
No, Laura's
knows
not
what.
gone though.
no, Laura. All right. He used to talk about Laura a lot, about maybe 10 years ago, but he's really dialed it back. He doesn't
And he
talk
said
about
Laura,
her name,
Laura,
proper
Laura,
name
Laura,
anymore.
Laura, Laura.
No, Elle, I
Yeah.
made up that word. That's my word. I made up that word. Just so you know,
Yes. And
Yeah.
speaking of
I've had that for years. It's just like
Christopher
a
Cross,
There you
that
go.
song is about Laura Lackner. Hey, Laura.
Yeah,
Is it
no,
really?
no, John. Laura Lackner still works for him, no?
Yeah.
If she does, and I don't doubt that she does, it's in a very like executive assistant capacity where
Well,
our
yeah.
friend Chad, who we talked to,
Well,
she has someone under her doing most of the work. She's certainly retirement age. I think she's Howard's age. Tomorrow I'm gonna get those clips of her. The one time she called in, she said that she did some crazy favor for him, and that she was basically blackmailing him that she should get a raise because of this crazy favor she did for him.
Is she? I gotta look again to see if she's in 112's defined
Yeah,
benefit
she's in there.
plan.
Hey.
Yes, she's definitely in there.
although if you ask me,
No.
John got caught between the road in New York City.
Oh, all right, so let's
This
move on.
girl I was seeing, I told her Arthur's theme is about Artie Lang, and she believed me. She didn't know anything about it.
Oh dear Lord.
Like,
Ah.
that's about Artie Lang.
You gotta,
He's
you
between
gotta.
Hoboken and New York City. He doesn't know where to go.
All right,
She's like,
assistant helped
"Really?"
out with
I know it's
doctor.
crazy, but true.
Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna mute you all. I swear to God, here we go.
Me? What am I doing? I'm
And
Be
here.
quiet. You be
Beth
quiet.
couldn't believe that
You
my
be quiet.
assistant was on the phone with me for filling out forms
My
for a
assistant.
doctor's appointment.
Another doctor.
And I was like, what's the big deal? She goes, I wouldn't want someone knowing all my medical information. I go, I don't really have anything that is a secret from her. And I mean, it made it easy. She goes, I just don't like it. I just don't think that's like, can't you do that for yourself?
Oh, you're so cute. Is that because your father got caught doing medical malpractice because he probably took people's information and used it in a way that was completely inappropriate? And got paid?
Yes.
Oh, you mean triple billing Medicare? Yeah, yeah.
Just curious if that's what was going on. Maybe that's what you were talking about.
So, the thing is, this is
Oopies.
King Baby is really
happens.
wearing on it. I mean, seriously wearing on it
Oh my God, totally.
hard. Because, I mean, this is King Baby squared. That you can't even fill out the most simplest form about your own health. I mean, they're made for people with fifth grade educations to fill out. And
Well,
he
yeah,
can't
and
do
I,
it.
I can understand if it's like my mother, for example, where the doctor will be like, okay,
Right.
what medications is she on? What's going on? And
Right.
it's okay if, well,
Right.
but he is 70. So let's consider the source now. Let's think about this because my mother is only 7 years older than him. But I do all that for her because she's on shit. So she doesn't remember all the stuff that she's on. And quite frankly, I don't either. I have a list in my
But
computer.
he isn't. But he isn't. He's just a moron.
Lazy. And
Yes,
and
Mike White.
lazy.
I remember that well. It's a great callback by you. I'll get that maybe for tomorrow.
what are we talking about?
Sal interviewed Laura at a party, not
Oh,
for the
dear
show.
God.
He was just browbeating her about inside information on Howard, and it got back to Howard. It's like it's a great story.
Oh, okay.
It didn't like get on the air, but Sal was shaking down Laura for personal information about Howard, and it got back to Howard. This is like in the stalking days, like in the early serious years, I think.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's
That was a
an
creep.
underrated little story.
That was a creep. Okay, so we'll play that for you guys tomorrow if Johnny can find it for us. So I'm just setting up another clip about talking about being buried alive and his fear of that, which is so irrational and bizarre to me.
I have a horrible fear that they're going to bury me alive because I've been reading more and more articles about people who are brought into the morgue and then suddenly they wake up. And I do not.
Are you really reading more and more stories about that? Did you happen to open up that Globe magazine that you were on the front page of and read another stupid
Do you know
story?
where that happens? Do you know where that type of stuff happens? In like third world countries, like where
Not
they don't have
even,
any
though,
real
but
medicine.
not even. And you know where else it happened? In like 1840. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. In like, pre-Civil War days. Yeah, that happened then.
Read all about it.
I mean, somebody passes out. It's like, she's dead. Put her in the
Exactly.
fire.
Oh, no, it doesn't seem like it's breathing.
But this is what
I
he
want
just
to be buried underground. I told you they have dug up graves from the Civil War and
Civil
things
War.
where
Civil
they
War.
see on the top of the coffin people
means
have
Captain
scratched.
America
They're
versus
trying to
Iron Man.
scratch their way out. Another
So he apparently tasked his assistant, who never gets named. You're right. He never gets the
Not
mention.
one proper name.
There was a point, and I did not record it, and I'm sorry that I didn't. But they were talking about getting a car to come into the city, and that was something that his assistant would do. But since she's on vacation, he was about to say she was going to have her assistant do it,
Yep.
and he didn't. But that's exactly what it is. He has probably like 4 or 5
Multiples.
assistants. Yeah.
Multiples.
And even when they're not as assistants, there's assistants. Like when you have a team of drivers and security, they're also your assistants, right? They're doing shit for you in the same way. They're not just watching you.
Security, the drivers, all of
Yeah,
that.
they're all assistants.
All of that. So, okay. So then Beth comes down, and of course, now all of our RQs are just lowered just a little bit
Wait.
more.
Beef is coming down the stairs.
I wish I had. Do I have a
Cloppity
way?
cloppity clop.
Can I just see something? Do I have a way? Do I have a way to do sound effects on my Shure? Bon Jovial, if you're still here, do I have a way to do sound effects?
He's not here. It's Thursday already over there. So.
Oh man,
Yeah, I think it's already November, so you can't.
I feel like there's a way that I can do it, and when I can do that, I swear to you, I'm going to do it. I'm
It's
really
like spring.
excited to do it. So anyway, Beth comes downstairs. Beefy trots on down, and
give it a sugar cube. Wilbur.
Oh my God, you guys can't shut up. You all have diarrhea of the mouth. It's just the most amazing thing I ever heard in my entire life. Here we go.
Yeah. So on the cover of the Globe. Hi, honey. Come on in the air. Take a.
Oh, this is also when he revealed that he was aware of the cover of the Globe. So I know, so exciting that he actually
Loch Ness Monster found.
When did I do that stupid special with Bon Jovi? Last Sunday. So it took him
stupid.
8 days.
Stupid.
And figure out how they can laugh about it and make fun of it.
So on the cover of the Globe, I'm telling everyone how the last time we. What? No, you don't. You don't look terrible. Get on the mic.
Always look.
You look so cute. You're wearing your rabbit T-shirt.
Oh, Robin, look.
Yeah, well,
Beth
Oh, it's very cute. Yeah, I like that. I wondered what was on the shirt.
Oh, sorry, Robin. We don't make it in your signs.
I painted a painting of a rabbit, just a rabbit who died. But when I was painting it, she was alive, and it was inspired. But Beth said, "Oh, I want to take
Jessica
that."
Rabbit died?
Oh yeah.
Where have you been?
Oh yeah.
Hello, lady.
Holy Christ!
Hello, yoo-hoo.
They
didn't
did
know?
talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
Oh my dear God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God.
getting scary. It's really getting a little scary. So then let's address the Globe article, and we're all going to laugh about it and have a good time with it because this is not real life. We're obviously not, getting divorced. I mean, come on, stupid people, wake up.
Why am I down here?
One sec. Last time you were on the air with me, we were.
I was just saying to Dennis also, by the way, if any of you are listening to the show in your headphones, and as you listen to Beth, we realize that she has like this weird speech impediment kind of thing.
I think it's technically it's called being stupid.
Don't be stupid.
You just have to listen to it. I mean, there's really very
Well, it's
rarely
Adderall
time-
meets Arrested Development, right?
No, it's
Meets
the teeth.
histrionics.
Those
meets-
fucked up teeth. It's
Yeah.
Those big
It doesn't
horse
really
teeth.
usually do more than like one or two sentences at any given time, but sometimes she does, and it just sounds really weird. So let's
were sort of tongue in cheek saying we were
Tongue-in-cheek.
arguing
Oh,
about you
tongue-in-cheek.
felt like you were locked up in the house.
Ugh, I
The
love you.
Globe
I hate you.
newspaper,
Ugh.
Beth and I are on the cover. It was the funniest fucking thing you ever saw.
Hysterical.
Saying big divorce settlement, big divorce
Beth
coming
being held prisoner.
in our own
Oh
house.
my God!
And
I
it's
gotta go out and get that.
You got to get it.
Robin, it's the picture of the two of us, and they could not have found a more horrific picture of me. But there's like
Oh, I
a
bet we can.
lightning bolt separation in between
Yeah.
the two of us. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're breaking
Fake
up.
humility.
Oh, I bet we could find much.
Oh, we have a much worse picture of it. Much worse. It's used all the time.
You know, I stand to realize, Beth, as if you didn't think it could go any further. Now, listen to what she interacts with and who she interacts with. She's actually getting stupider, right? If all you do, if this is the only interaction you have with the dumbest 69 IQ and her other dumb friends, wouldn't she just be getting stupider by the day? There's
Pretty
no
much.
stimulation at all. This is it.
You don't think that Mr. Cuddles gives it mental stimulation? You don't think the cats talk back and it has deep thoughts about life and history?
Yeah. See, so the more they talk about it, the more it's going to become obvious that this is like a coordinated event. So this is a long clip. We're going to break it up. Feel free to interrupt at some point. Oh, look at a little knee shot. I think I just saw ball sack. I think I just saw a little ball sack.
I don't think so. I wear
Ooga.
I wear the big boxer
chubby
briefs. You
pickle.
can't see ball
Yeah,
sack.
let us just share the color of my knee and the color of Dennis.
I haven't been out in the
is
sun in
almost
2 weeks. I literally have not been in the
Oh,
sun.
my
in 2
eyes.
weeks. Oh,
Look,
stop! I
I
haven't
wanna
been out in
feel
2
the
weeks.
sun.
I can see your veins. I can see the
Oh, you
blood.
cannot see my
through
veins.
your-
Now we don't
Not
need a
that
flex
light.
fill.
See the blood pouring through your veins.
See, there's a
Dennis,
tan
you
line
have
down there.
Bethicose veins.
Oh, you're like Cliff Flavor. Hey, look how white I used to be.
You got a sock tan?
I got a
Like a
sock tan. I
trucker
always wear.
That's-
I don't like
that's hot.
sun on my feet. I don't like sun on my feet. It's just weird.
Oh, that's so interesting. I love my feet tan because I wear a lot of sandals. That's why.
Oh,
Because
see, I don't wear a lot of sandals.
Xavier is naked right now. I'm pretty sure that he sent me a
Ooga.
DP
dear
not
Lord.
too long ago.
I don't want to like traumatize people.
Yes, please.
For
Okay,
Christ's sake.
so
You
here
suffer
we go.
enough.
long clip, but it's so worth Dennis the translucent. I see.
David, the violinist. Beth
What?
makes 4 circles before laying down to bed. She spends so much time with these cats.
And then she licks it with
Cardiovascular system.
she bites on her foot a couple of times. we all had the visual at the same time. Oh, that was delicious. All right, here we go. We're gonna address the Globe
We
article.
lost the DJ Classics garage guy.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, Dennis, with that profile, you get the pigmentation of Sean Patrick Flannery and powder, for Christ's sake.
Quick.
Damn.
Let's talk gear ratios for him. We'll bring him back.
Exactly.
I need to go 411 on those 35 motors, bro. Do you think I need to go
Exactly.
higher?
Motor.
I think
All right,
about 458s for
I
the
am-
gear ratio.
If you have a 35-inch tire, it's perfect.
Clearing you all out. All right, I hate you all. Let's just breathe for a moment, guys. Let's just breathe in that fresh, quiet air. Did you unmute yourself? Oh, you bastard! You bastards! You bastards! All right, here we go. Now, everybody,
Oh,
stop.
Frank knows what's going on.
Oh my God! Stop the Z. Stop it.
I'm looking,
You know what's
looking at
killing
the low
you
gear
is the fact
ratios.
that your assistant's on vacation this week, and yesterday it's not even the beginning of the week. And yesterday, Howard realized he has to go to the city. Are we allowed to talk about why you're going to the city?
I haven't talked about it
Okay.
yet, but
Wonder why? Why is he going to city? Why is he going to city?
Don't know.
They're so weird. Monique, it's so with the assistant. It's so strange they can't say the proper name here. I'm more annoyed by it than I was before.
Are we allowed to talk about why you're coming in? Are we allowed to talk about what's going on? So of course, then she's then supposed
Everything.
to reveal the entirety of the story.
Can we?
There's a sale on
Unfortunately,
Steely
Beth
Dan's.
is the only way we're going to get any transparency from this 1%
It
lifestyle.
really is
She
Beth.
literally is the best part of the show.
You know what? She
Which
made-
is sad but true.
It is. That's how
Accurate.
bad it's got. Her coming in is the only thing that resembles any kind of like look into their life.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know what the rules are entirely. She doesn't really listen.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
So Howard has to go into the city for something pretty spectacular this
Pretty spectacular.
Huh?
What could that be? I mean,
I have
is
no
Arnold
theories, by the
Schwarzenegger
way.
spectacular? Is he the one who's coming in this week? Is somebody else coming in? Is there a surprise?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
guest
Wait, no,
coming in?
it's not Arnold. It's somebody else. It's somebody else.
Hey, guys in the chat, if what projects are in New York this week that someone might be promoting that might drop
Oh,
in?
check out. Are the shows back on? Is the writer strike over?
Yeah, the
Yes.
writer strike's over.
yes.
The
But the actor
actors are
strike's
still out
not.
though.
So it's not an actor, but
So
it could be a
tonight,
musician.
all like Fallon, Kimmel,
Yeah, do you think it's that stupid
Colbert, all those
uh,
guys are
So-
on tonight.
hunger strike team
cares?
force or whatever it is?
Well, let's listen
All
on.
at the
Let's
same
listen on.
time.
We don't know what it is, but if somebody can look up for us what's
Dude's going
going
to
on
CVS for
the
a shot.
shows in New York this week, and we can see if something's going on. All right, let's continue.
week. And he said, well, I have to arrange for the car. I said, okay, we'll text Billy directly. No, I'm just
Text the driver. She was never going to say his name.
Have to
because
arrange. How
the
humble brag is
assistant-
that?
Wow.
the driver, it's
I
the
have to arrange for the
housekeeper,
car.
it's the chef. So just text, the driver at KA Billy's. Let's continue.
okay, we'll text Billy
The driver.
directly. No, I'm just gonna email my assistant. And I said, well, no, she's off this week. Do
She's so
not
panicked.
all you have to do instead of writing to
1%
her,
douchery.
write to Billy about your car needs. You would have thought that the world ended. You
No,
could
you
not
don't understand
honey,
something.
you were typing to her and then you were deleting. I heard, and you would
You
have
got me so mad because you want to
Oh,
know something.
She is entitled to know
No,
Howard for
I-
5 days.
I believe.
Can you imagine what this be
Can
like?
we appreciate the woman who's begging for money for T-shirts on her Instagram is humble bragging about car services right now?
Yeah.
But she needs that money to be donated.
She doesn't have a
so
driver's
she can,
license.
100% of my profits go to save lives.
My profits. My profits.
Profits.
My
That's how much
profits.
it costs to
Exactly.
make a shirt, to screen print it, all
What?
that stuff, to ship it out, all that gets deducted.
Tone
So,
deaf
I mean,
at
I
its
heard-
finest.
Wait. So the other part is that really lost on normal people is that Billy is a employee of Howard. He's an
Billy Weston.
employee. That's why he's calling him to go, okay, you're going to be driving me here
Yeah.
this day. I mean, literally, it's like
How-
arranging
Hard though is it to text the person?
impossible for Howard.
Yeah,
Because
figure it out.
Oh, wait.
Monique, exactly. That speaks to what I said about Beth as the conduit, the go-between between any of the help, including his own assistant.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can't communicate. He will refuses to communicate with his own help, and he needs her to do it for him.
He is incapable of handling. This is why she has to write little stick-it notes for him
Yes.
to remember
Well said,
to
Frank the Tank.
feed the cats. Like, how does that not happen? John Mayer is playing the garden tomorrow. Oh, we like that.
Ah,
Oh my
you got
God.
it, Judy Tenuta, you've done it
Bingo.
again. That's it. We got it. Good,
Bingo, John
Judy.
Mayer.
Andy Cohen, the connection there. You nailed
I
it, Judy.
like it.
Bravo.
like it.
The other thing that we didn't get is that he had trouble using his new iPhone. And I mean, iPhones are made for idiots. I mean, they literally it's so dumbed down that he can't even figure out how to do calls over Wi-Fi.
I know.
He couldn't figure out how to do a call over Wi-Fi.
No.
Monique, that
Which is
reference by
insane.
Josh Foster. The referee has a physique like Casey Armstrong in the NFL. He wears like a size medium and he
He's a-
flexes
well,
all the
he's
time.
retired.
His son's buff,
Ed
too.
Hercules.
I
hated
went
that
to a
guy.
John Mayer concert one time, and he is so pretentious. And
No.
he plays like his 4 songs that I know, and then he just starts to riff on the guitar, and you're like, mother of God,
a-
can this
He's a
end.
Dave Matthews knockoff.
Oh,
and he's
Essentially
a
what he is.
mediocre guitar player. at
Yes,
best.
who can't
At
sing.
best.
at best.
So, yeah,
sorry,
that's the
sorry,
guest.
Wednesday is October 3rd. Well,
Doesn't
let's
matter.
see. Let's see something pretty spectacular. Maybe John Mayer's going to bring him on
There you
stage so
go.
he can sing Metamucil Man, because that would be so much
Angela
I'm
fun.
loves it.
so proud of the chat because I think they're spot on. I think you guys all nailed it. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
Clap.
Robin, my password comes up as dots when I type it in, and I don't know if I capitalize something or not. I would never use the word Foss. He doesn't
David
really look-
wishes he was 98 years old.
He's so cute, Foss.
You're right. But here's the thing. You don't realize how many when I decide to go to the city, there's a lot of moving parts.
We discussed it. Did we not break
Humble
it down?
brag.
Did I not cover what you needed?
You didn't write down that Tony needs to come and do my hair. I have to alert people
That's
for
an
that.
email that you write
Yeah, but-
to your organization, not
Your organization. That's
Jesus.
the email you write to
To
your
your organization.
organization.
She's losing it because she's got to do all these stupid, like menial, idiosyncratic, innocuous things for him. Where her whole she's a ne'er do well anyway. Her whole life is free time, but all the free time she has is being cut into for doing the dumbest little things for him.
I'm
Because
not joking. It is literally like anytime I go to anybody's home where the person is like over 75 and the first thing
Yeah.
they do is pass you their phone and say, Monique,
Can you put this app on for me?
I'm not getting my I don't know why. It's just not,
Yeah.
I can't connect to the
I
Wi-Fi.
can't hear it ring. Why
It's
isn't it ringing?
Why isn't it ringing? Why is it on mute? What's going on here? And this is who he is. This is who he is. He's
This one of
incapable.
the reasons Howard's so stupid is because he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to make mistakes. He doesn't have to cook anything. He doesn't have to.
He's a
you
veal.
right. That's the way
He
you
wants
accrue
to be a
information in his
veal.
life is
So-
making mistakes and having those bumps in the road. He doesn't have to do any, and that's why he's
No.
so stupid and can't
So-
groove.
Here's a part that I think is getting lost in this. He's going to the city to one of his own homes. He's not going to a hotel. He's going to another one of his
Pack a bag.
homes.
You don't know
his
the moving
apartment.
parts. It
He's
takes
literally
for me to
going
go to
into
the
some
city.
place he owns. He has all his own stuff there. What complicated thing is
Dennis,
this?
he used the phrase "moving parts" in order to go to the city in a limousine. Moving parts.
Exactly. To go to
moving
your own
parts is-
apartment.
I hate that phrase so much.
And maybe he's doing some sort of function. Maybe he's going out to dinner. Maybe he has to go to the doctor. How
This
about
is not a lot of
normal
moving
life?
parts.
This
That's
is what normal people do.
That's
This
easy
used
But
to
he
be
stuff.
doesn't
time-
actually do the things that it takes to
No,
do
he
those
doesn't.
things. He just
No.
shows up and
Jesus.
gets the the rewards from it. He doesn't
Well,
actually make the
They
appointment.
should almost put him on like a hand truck, and just like, look,
Exactly.
Like
Exactly,
in,
Clarice.
Like in the Weird Al video when he
Yeah.
did Bad, when he did
yes,
and they roll him in on the hand truck.
Well, this used to be. Remember, this used to be the time of the year where they used to do the galas for the North Shore Animal League.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
right.
They
there's
were
no
always around
that.
this time of year, but those kind of died with the COVID. So
high number.
knows?
You kid. I
Fat, that's
guarantee
it.
you, Beth is very anti-Semitic with her parents and her
You think?
brothers when he's not around. No question about it.
all right, let's continue this clip.
I
Same
think
clip.
Hebe
Same
is
clip.
used quite a few times.
Same clip. Here we go.
Your
No.
assistant.
Did I write my assistant? No.
Did
Oh,
you
I did.
write and not? You did
Oh,
write
you
to her.
did?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Shame on
She
you.
wanted to know what I was doing.
No, she didn't.
Yeah. She said to me, "What are you doing?"
No, she's on vacation. She's
know.
not
I'm
writing
not-
to
am
you,
I writing to
asking
her?
what you're doing. Did you really write to her?
I CC'd her.
Oh
in
my
my-
gosh!
I CC'd.
Wow!
I didn't call.
Wow!
Shh.
Wow!
Yeah.
He's proud of it. He's humble bragging. He loves this.
Loves
He
it.
loves
is-
the king bee. He can,
But
he
you
can
see,
get
you
away-
guys, you see the way we want to get like an inside look into his $90 million a year lifestyle. He doesn't know how to let us look in there without coming off as like a complete and utter douchebag.
Yep.
That's the problem. That's why we don't hear about these things.
But
because we
the
don't
thing is-
really want to hear about this. We love bitching about it. We don't really want to hear
I
about
do.
it.
But the
I wanna
thing
hear that
is-
1%er lifestyle.
I
I
like
do.
the glimpses because it makes
What?
it
No,
more
I
interesting.
want to go in with like latex glove, like fist in there,
A jeweler's look.
probing fists.
Yes.
I do.
I want to know about the grocery
So-
deliveries. I want to know about all that
So-
stuff.
I want to know about the chef. Yes, I would like to
Yep.
know.
But the thing is, though, I mean, this is like, he comes off as a douche no matter what, though, because his glimpses into it sound even douchier than if he just admitted it. You know what I mean? Because this makes it even douchier that he's trying to hide what we all know.
Everything like how much can we play hide the ball? Like how much of this, and we are like Ryder basically. If I take the tennis ball and shove it under my fucking arm and he like starts going crazy, like where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
It's like
That's what they want
everybody
from us. That's
knows.
the excitement
Everybody
they want
knows,
from
Howard.
us.
Yes. Everybody knows.
Of course
It's like when
everybody
Richard Simmons used to go on Letterman. And
I'm
all
not
the
sure Veal
innuendos
knows
about
what everybody knows though. That's the problem. I don't
He's so
think the Veal knows
Yeah.
everybody
stupid.
knows. I don't
If
know.
if you don't know, you're stupid.
Well,
You're stupid.
This is why Beth is so
Stupid.
paramount to the show. Is you're not going to get it unless she's on. You don't get
No.
real the
No, you do
best
not.
information when she's on.
nobody
that-
on air, none of the real people ever do that.
Dave Mize has it perfectly. It has. I'm sorry. She has hate in her voice. Yes, absolutely. It hates him.
I think I officially like Beth better than
112%.
Howard today. I'm
we are
declaring that.
we are officially on Team Beth.
Team Beth.
Yep.
Team Beth.
Team Emily and Team Beth.
So now she's making.
No.
He's trying to allegedly he's trying to make plans when Beth is away because she's literally going away for 4 days, probably during the week, something stupid, and I'm sure her stupid friend is accommodating her to be able to go with them, whatever. So here he's going to make plans.
Lisa Stein. That's fun.
No, I'm probably going to go to California when you're in.
But you're working.
Yeah, I'll work out
You'll
there.
do
We
some
have a
shows
studio.
there? Okay.
Yeah, and
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I think Jimmy and Molly are going to have a party at their house.
Yeah, sure.
So we're gonna.
Sure.
Yeah, when you're in France, I'm going to Jimmy and Molly's house. We're having a party, and I think
right.
Jennifer Aniston's going to be there. And,
Sure.
Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Oh no, they're not
Not
together
Brad
anymore.
Pitt.
All right. Someone else is coming. I don't.
Yeah, I
Brian
tried.
Von Holt.
It's not working. Not working.
Amanda
Did I ever
Peet.
tell you guys about the time when I started my Instagram account and Beth started following me?
Yes.
And I immediately wrote to her and said, "Hey, if you ever want to share anything about your relationship."
Whoa, what'd you say? Whoa, back that up.
I said, "If you ever want to
It's
share
funny you
anything
laughed
about-"
through, but I need to hear this more.
I said, hey Beth, thanks for the follow. If you ever want to talk about anything that's going on in your relationship, you know where to come. I'm your girl." Like, delete. She immediately
I
deleted.
think it's cute that you thought it was Beth and it's not the guy in India that runs her account.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Do
my
you
friend,
think that moron
you're-
runs her own stupid thing?
Are you a fan of this Beth Ostrowski?
Are you kidding me? All right, let's move on and let's talk about Howard's balls because it was a very important part of the show today. What is
This
going
is not
on?
the library.
So here we go.
Balls are soaking wet. Again,
My balls are soaking wet. Again.
during the show, I peed sitting down because I don't want to miss and get urine on the floor. So I sit down and pee during the show. And my balls hang way lower than my penis. And, when I sit down and pee, it just trickles right over my balls. And I'm sitting here with soaking wet balls. It's so
soaking wet.
Wow.
Soaking wet balls.
What type of animal is he? I mean, seriously.
Well,
that
with
is
wet
just-
balls.
He needs a nut coach.
Nut coach.
I mean,
urologist.
what?
That's not a
seriously.
Mike
How-
McCann, Brizzo.
Was he never taught to wipe his nuts if they get wet? I
Well,
mean,
Dennis, how many times has he repeated this? Rap,
several.
right? This is
like,
what, the 10,000th time we've had the pee dribble bullshit monologue?
Well, no, it's the first time he said they actually did. They're basically dunking in the water,
I've heard this before. I've heard this.
like
used to say,
teabag in this toilet.
do your balls hang low? Do they
Well,
swing
they
to and
swing
fro?
to
What's
and
this? What's
fro.
the song? What's the song from when you were a kid? Help me.
That's the ball swing load song.
Do your
The
balls
electric
swing
It's
low?
from the kid Catcher in the Rye. It's the Turkey in the Rye. Turkey in the Straw. It's that song. Turkey in the Straw.
I don't remember.
It's like remember my old favorite song is when I shit, my dick touched the water. It's like his balls touched the water.
Touch the water.
Yeah, we're
My
supposed
balls
to believe
touch the
Mr.
water.
Germaphobe's balls are touching the water. Right.
New York City
Right,
Wig
clear.
Convention is tomorrow.
Is it true?
Oh, that's why he's going to New York City. Okay.
That's funny. That is funny. Okay, so a lot of stuff went on during the show, but I thought it was important that we highlight what's the guy's name again with the large penis who's part of the Whack Pack?
Medicated
Well,
Pete.
that's-
Medicated Pete. was
I'm
talking
upset that
about-
I know his name.
I know. I'm sorry that you do too. So Medicated Pete was on, and
An
then
hour.
a girl named Megan calls in who wants to, I guess, volunteer to do something for. Yeah. Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to the ground? Do you tie them in a knot? Do you tie them in a bow? Okay. I think it's your balls though.
Yeah,
Do your
that's a
balls
clean
hang low?
version. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. I grew up
Maybe
in
in
Brooklyn.
in the 1910s that was the way they sang the song, but
Yeah, exactly. When you were born, David, maybe that's the way.
David, when you were young, that's what they did.
Exactly. When you were a kid, that's what they sang. So anyway, Megan calls in and she's going to volunteer to do something for him. But of course, Megan is 5'10". Well, let's listen to the stats because this really angered me today. Here we go.
Thank you, Ralph. Here's Megan, who's on the phone from Texas. What's up, Megan?
Hey, so I would love to fly to New York and fuck medicated Pete until he comes.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
No.
Megan. No, you wouldn't.
So
There's
Megan,
no part of you that wants to do that
all
unless
right,
your OnlyFans.
what desk does Megan sit at that they call Texas?
Quitter
Because this
just said
call
Megan, assistant writer number 27.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Megan's voice has been on before, and it was not Megan.
Hey,
Well,
Monique, is this the time
yeah.
to play? I sent you. Somebody found. I don't know where this is from. I never heard it before until I found it today. Jason Kaplan calling the show as a real caller. I had never heard this until today.
We will come back to it. Let me just
Okay.
finish with Megan, and then we'll go right to that. Hang on.
Wow. Well, now there's an offer. I don't know if he's interested.
Well, so I'm 34
Go ahead.
and I'm 5'10".
Go ahead.
I'm 160.
160.
Look,
5'10".
she's female. Come on.
All right.
It's because Robin's allowed to laugh because the last
Wait.
time she saw 160, she was probably like 12.
Exactly.
Wait, hang on.
30,
160. Madon. 160.
I have 36 D's.
Oh,
Z's. What?
Z's. 36Z. I'm so masculine, and I've never had a 36Z.
No, a D cup, like a dog. D.
So, okay, first off, the balls on medicated Pete to complain about somebody being five. I don't even think he's 5'6", let alone 5'10",
He's a midget.
160. And by the way, for 5'10", 160 is really, I mean, that's like as normal as you can possibly be. at that
Especially
height.
some big. If she really does have big cans, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
she
what do you
had
think
a lot of weight
Emily's
there.
tipping the scales at, guys?
Oh,
What do you think 5'10" Emily is tipping the scales at? And I'm not fat shaming. I'm just trying to give
But
him taste
him
of his
fat
own medicine.
shaming
What do you
in
think
this
Emily's
day
tipping?
and age like that is just embarrassing to me. It
It's
really
not
is.
fat. It's not even close to fat. I know. I agree.
It's
no,
not
no, it isn't.
There's no way Emily is under 180.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I probably,
Zero.
and that's fine.
There's nothing
Whatever.
wrong, but I'm just saying it's like it's funny that they
Is
go
that-
to the move sound effects. And
Yeah,
his
exactly.
He has
daughter's
no
like,
optics.
Wait,
basically
Robin's sitting in
middle
the
linebacker for
Robin's
the
sitting
frickin'
in the chat.
Baltimore.
Oh, shit. Why would-
I mean, Robin's right there.
I mean, it's really disgusting of him. I'm shocked and amazed that this is how this is. And you know, the funny thing is, I think, Beth, for as anorexic as she is, and if she is, I think she is 5'10". I've seen her in person, but you know what, sweetheart, have you seen her in person?
No, but I've
Me?
seen
I have
I've seen
not.
it compared to other
Her.
creatures.
You know how tall I am. I know how tall
Yeah, I
you
know.
are. How tall are you?
I'm about 5'10".
Yeah, she's like your height. So
Okay.
yes,
I
she
had
is.
I had a friend who had an Arabian horse.
She is. So, anyways, yeah, she's 10 hands. So,
10 hands.
so even if she is 5'10", and at best she weighs like 135, let's say, because that was even
Meow.
unnaturally skinny for a
Yeah.
girl at 5'10". And if you're a model, working shape, you might even be like 110, 115. But
Right.
at 5'10", 160 is absolutely completely normal. It's kind of crazy. There's no way Robin is not 5'9".
She said her leg is. Who said that in the chat? Someone said Robin's leg is 160 pounds. Josh did that.
No way. No, Robin's not.
Her
No
nail
way.
clippings.
Robin's 5'9". She's like 5'7", 5'6".
Yeah, she's about
like-
5'7". I agree. with that.
Yeah.
If that.
I don't think she's even that tall.
I
think
didn't know
she's
they stack shit that high.
I think maybe she's like 5'5". I think. Okay.
Well, it's the
fun-
hair thing. It always threw me off.
Robin's shadow weighs more than 160 pounds.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would that offend you, Robin? Would that be offensive to say that to you? But you can, like, laugh at somebody who's 5'10" and 160
Don't
pounds.
you have like 20 people on your phone that you could easily text to find out how tall she is?
Who, Robin?
Yeah, you.
Can we just use the interwebs? Wouldn't the interwebs know?
Interweb lies.
Yes.
I bet Casey knows.
I like to pick and choose my spots on when I text people.
Oh, okay,
This
that's
is
fine.
kind
No,
of
no, no,
frivolous.
that's fine,
He
that's
would
fine.
know. KC would know.
100% he would know.
Let's ask KC. Hang on.
Is he going to give us another midget wrestling story?
Yeah, those are awesome.
Monique, do you think Sabian eventually could give us what Sal's human resources issues were officially? Dennis and I were talking about that before we went on. And I heard
There's
something.
so many. There's
Yeah.
so many.
What would stop him?
Didn't he also get caught whacking it at the studio too? He got
The
caught.
story I heard that there was an intern walking into the bathroom and he said, "I would love for you to use me as toilet paper," and he followed her in the bathroom, and then it got crazy.
Levy's White Cup, is Casey on his show or is he on Casey's show? Because we'll snipe him right now and ask the question. Snipe.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes? Always bet on black.
Always.
Oh, okay. Let's
Always
snipe
bet on
him.
Tax Slayer, Dennis. That's what I use.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, we're gonna snipe him. Who is this guy?
He's got Santa Claus on.
There's a fly.
Santa Claus is on? Oh, goody. I need to ask for.
Santa
Oh my
hi.
God, it is Santa Claus.
Oh my God, Santa hi.
Who's that?
I need some
Surgeon
car
General
parts.
C. Everett Koop over there.
I need a draggy.
Hold on, let me get there.
It looks like if Wood Yee was doing a Santa Claus gig.
Hello, darling boy.
Let's see what this guy says. RadioGunk. I hate those assholes.
Sniping.
Oh, absolutely, he should.
Monique blocked me from the site.
He
Hi
absolutely should.
to Santa.
Xavier banned me from the message board.
That's the way it usually goes.
Is Robin.
What an incredible waste of technology.
Oh my God, we're horrible. It would help if I actually had it on here. Hang on.
Yeah, that would be nice if it was
Being
playing.
paid twice. I'm being paid by you and I'm being paid by him. Please just put his name on it. So.
Hey,
let's see how far
I was going to
behind
ask
we
you,
are.
Phil, why did Charles Bukowski say nothing dies as hard or as long as a writer?
You're so
I think it has
cute.
something
Look
to
at
do with the
Casey.
fact that
He's so
writers
cute.
He loves Charles Bukowski.
they live in their own head all
was
the
the
time.
best of
and
times,
that
it was
is
the worst
not a
of
healthy
times.
way to be. I once
Allen
I
Ginsberg.
looked up a bunch of famous writer quotes
Let me see
for
how
a
far
book
behind
I
he
was
is here.
doing, and for some reason I needed those quotes. I don't even remember why, but I remember thinking all of these quotes are really depressing. And all of the greatest writers in the world ended up penniless and drunken and miserable. Hemingway went bankrupt. I believe it was Hemingway who said that bankruptcy happens gradually, then suddenly, and then shotgun, apparently.
Quote
because, you know, he took his
Autobot,
own
right?
life.
You're the
Yeah,
Allen
that's
Ginsberg of
about
poor
Hemingway. Is this
Jefferson.
a true story that he threw money into a pool in Florida and was yelling at a girl and said, "Here, take my last couple cents," and the dents are still in that pool. Is that a true story?
I don't actually know. I've never heard that story.
Sorry to interrupt.
I've read a lot of Hemingway stuff because I took a class on him in college.
Hemingway's
And,
house is awesome.
Hemingway,
It's
if I
greatest
remember
place in
correctly,
Key
when he
West.
was
You guys been to Key West?
his writing
Absolutely, it's
career,
great.
would drink
Okay,
all
I
morning
can't believe-
while he
I can't believe I just said say hi to Santa for me. I have
wrote,
no idea
and
who
then
this guy
stop
is.
writing about midday.
He's
when
obviously
he-
pretty
We're talking about
intelligent.
Hemingway. It's actually
Yeah, he
interesting.
was drinking.
He's pretty intelligent, dude.
There's a lot of alcohol in his work for that reason.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hey,
To,
this podcast should have been called The Old Man and
Exactly.
KC.
but someone actually, we were talking about it.
Get it?
Someone
The
actually
Old Man and KC?
I thought about Hemingway.
Yes,
how I did that?
It's very good.
Pool in Florida when my grandparents lived in this
Robin is
this
345.
place, and they told me that there was an urban legend that the dents
Oh, you
at
meant
the bottom
height.
of the pool and before he died. It was an urban legend. These things never are
Yeah.
true. I thought maybe you might know, so I had to interrupt. Sorry.
That one I'd never heard before, but I mean, there's so much. The guy had an amazing life. I think there was like a TV miniseries about his real life, and I want to say that it starred Stacy Keach, and that was a number of years ago. It was like a TV miniseries of 2 nights worth of movie, but the guy led an adventurous, interesting life.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce, FST, and I'm going to get to you guys in a second here. But Bruce goes, have you seen Phil hit the heavy bag? He's no joke. He's got skills.
All right, he's not gonna.
Oh, darn.
Damn it.
Ah, boo. Okay.
Boo, hiss.
Damn it. It is Casey's concentration face.
Yes.
He's probably gonna be mad at me.
Was that his thinking cap? I just had to ask.
Frank, you don't get it? Are you
Don't be
illiterate?
mad,
Come on,
Casey.
man.
I was just playing. I didn't realize you were in a deep conversation.
Yes, he had his thinking cap
Casey's
on.
the
My
worst.
God.
I'll leave Casey alone.
Sorry for busting in. Didn't realize this was a serious conversation.
Deeper than Lake Ronkonkoma, Monique.
It was deep.
Who here has been to Mile Zero? And by the Hemingway.
I
House?
have.
I have. John, have you been to Mile Zero?
No.
No? Oh,
No.
you should. It's a nice drive. The
All right,
7-mile
hold on.
bridge and everything.
Let us move on.
Oh, have you
So-
been to Mile Zero?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I've
Down
been to
Key
8
West.
Mile
Zero's in
Road.
Key West?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Really?
Key West is
Wow.
fun.
You heathen.
Oh, I don't like Key West at all.
Oh,
You been there?
Wow.
Yes.
It's a fun place. So you've
I
been
don't-
there.
Fun place.
I don't like it.
It's Mile Zero, then the Hemingway house is like down the block. It's,
Remember, I went with my girlfriend. I took the ferry from the other side, and that's where I saw John
you went
Hine.
to Cuba?
He was
Oh,
also
that's why,
going
because you saw
to Key West.
Jan Hine.
Do you remember that time?
Yes.
Took a
Yes.
picture of John Hine, and I
Yes.
was
Yeah, you're
like,
right,
like,
that's
that looks
weird.
just like John Hine. And then on the show the next week, he said he took the ferry to Key West. I was like, God damn it, that was John Hine. I can't
That's
believe
weird, man.
That's the no condiment ferry, Monique.
Plain hamburgers only.
You know why I don't like Key West? It's a little too
It's a tourist trap.
touristy. Yes,
It's a
that's what it
tourist.
is.
But
The
You have to know
nautical
where to
mile
go.
in,
There's some areas that aren't.
Freeport, I
You just
love.
have to know where to go.
I don't know. I stayed at my girlfriend's cousin's house. It was stunning. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous home right in the middle of everything, in the heart of Key West. Just ridiculously beautiful house. And she's like, "Oh my God, let's go out. Let's go do this. Let's do that." And I didn't have fun, and I don't know why. I think it was just a little too. I don't know. It's just not for me. That's all.
By the
Sorry.
way, I never really
Dear
got
God.
the whole deep meaning of the old man in the sea. I just thought some dude got lost with a boat.
So we're going to segue a little bit because we were going to talk about. Oh my God, it's time. Oh,
It is.
oh, we got to.
It is?
We got to. Oh, hold on. We got things to do. All right, hang on.
Cleaning out the computer.
So yeah, we're going to clean out the computer. Let me see if there's anything. Hold
Did
on.
you
because-
hear King of All Blacks' interaction with Beth today? Really quick
Yes.
racial exchange.
Yes.
Like it was a second. Then did you hear what she said? She goes, "Oh no, it's gonna be one of them." He's like, "One of them."
One of them?
Did Beth?
Yeah, one
Beth
of
was
them.
about to say I think King said, "It sounds like Beth's about to say the N-word," and Howard cut her off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
I heard that. That was
bizarre
really
exchange.
awkward.
Yeah.
there was no way
really
she was
awkward.
going to say that. I mean,
It sounded like the moment she was revving up to saying one of them, and it was almost like impossible to mistake it. There was no other way to go but say the N-word.
well,
Yeah.
apparently we
Wait,
have
wait.
a what?
Did we get a new calendar?
We did, but do not put that up yet because I'm not ready
I'm not
for
putting
it.
anything up. You're the one's got access to that crap.
So you got to give me a
I'm just along for the ride.
yeah, just here to say hi. I updated the calendar, but I don't see my updated calendar right now.
Uh-oh.
I did update it though, you guys. I swear.
Calendar.
I know, Cass and Shannon.
I know, and it's a special October one, and I was going to remind him to
Yes,
do
yes.
one, but he did it without even having to be reminded.
Well, you
I
know
thought-
what?
I thought we had one.
Unfortunately,
He
it's
had
already
it in the
November
chat.
for him, so we've missed that boat. You know it's going to be a train wreck, and people will be angry.
Somebody always gets hurt. Somebody.
That'll probably
I
be me,
agree.
but whatever.
Callum, Beth has
Somebody
no principles. She does have one
always
principle.
gets hurt.
It's
Let's
gonna-
go to the calendar. October.
That's how you spell Gumad?
No, that's not how you spell it. That's okay, though.
An Australian saying Gumad is the funniest part about that. Monique's vibrating
feel-
water.
Lamana just killed me. so wrong. Made me laugh. I'm sorry.
So it's
I'm not
okay.
even like
Autobot
Gumar.
says it's Gumar. Gumar.
Gumar.
I've always wondered how that is.
Gumar, yeah.
Harold and Gumar go to White Castle. Harold and Gumar go to the Olive Garden.
I don't know why that picture of Dennis on that little
It's
old
the
man with
best.
that weird big
That's such a
belly?
perfect old Ginzo hosing his driveway down. That's a perfect pic. My grandfather looked exactly like that from by way of East New York, where Goodfellas is filmed.
Oh, that's so funny. See, somebody gets hurt every time. It always
I'm
ends
not
in
hurt.
tears.
I'm just embarrassed for that. But it's okay.
Always ends in tears. Oh,
Dennis, you have
God.
the legs of a young Marco Battaglia. Don't listen to him. you have the calves of a young Marco Battaglia.
Yeah, I have gorgeous calves.
Joe Weider would be jealous.
Yeah,
Joe Weider
does have lovely
Oh my
calves.
God, that's an old magazine
So-
reference.
As a
It is.
segue, we're going to go
That's how
to
we
Jason
roll.
Kaplan's fake call to praise Marianne from Brooklyn. Now, do we know for a fact this is Jason Kaplan?
I'm
Listen.
100% sure. I know his pipes from all the back office radio I've listened to. I know that's him.
Okay, so
Let's
you
see
guys
what you guys
listen and
think.
tell us what we think here. Guma, that's so funny. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Hey, Howard.
Make it louder, Mooney.
Hey now. Oh my God, it's such an honor to talk to you, Howard. Listen, I just want to tell you, Marianne adds
Totally.
so much to the
That's
show,
him.
and I
That's
love
him.
every single one of your stories. I know nothing about Game of Thrones. I don't watch it at all, but it's still so entertaining. Everyone is awesome. I could do without Benji. You can get rid of him, but
Right.
Marianne is freaking awesome on the show.
All right, there you go.
Here's the thing you forget that everybody that grew up where Jason Kaplan grew up sounds exactly like Jason Kaplan.
But
Everybody
That's Jason Kaplan.
He went to Rutgers. Thank
That's
you.
112% Jason
sounds
Kaplan.
like him.
He hates Benji too, for your information.
Yeah.
Imagine why.
He wants him off the show. He's always wanted him off the show.
I think he got his wish.
You want to play Shuli pretending to be Southern? I sent it to you in an email just a second ago.
What?
If Shuli's anonymous, if you're listening, record this and play it on your little.
Wait, you sent it to me?
Right here.
How?
I
I'm
just sent it
confused.
to you in an email.
Carrier
I can
pigeon.
listen.
Yeah, of course. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Laura Lackner sent it to you, Monique.
It's coming through the window. You just have to take the little thing off its leg. You're okay.
All right, hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me grab it. Let me find it.
And really, it's just
Here we
like,
go. Shuli from Hackensack. Here we go.
Jimmy, you're on the air. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy in Vegas.
Howard, how you doing?
All right, buddy.
Jimmy in Vegas. Duh. Okay.
Listen, I'm a big fan. I've been a fan for many, many years.
Thank you.
But
Wow.
I'm getting tired of this George Takei impersonator.
Takei.
No, actually, it's Takei. That's one of my points, Howard.
What are you talking about?
The real George. You guys are using a phony George or drops or an impersonator or something.
You don't believe the real George Takei would behave like he does?
First of all, my dad was a gossip columnist.
Yes.
He told me a lot.
He sounds like a weird version of the it puts the lotion in the basket guy.
yeah. Well, you can hear the
Literally, he's just like holding his nose, trying to do a
peanut
voice.
butter mouth. Shuli has it.
Not about Takei. One, he was straight.
So this George that we have is. Is it possible?
Rosef wants to know what year was this?
You know what? This guy's right. Jimmy's right. There's no way you're the real George Takei. No, not with your behavior. Thank you,
How did
Jimmy.
you fool us for so long?
Right.
I'm exposed. Howard, your show has a way of doing things like that.
Right.
I don't know why I'm the only one that caught that.
Totally Shuli.
Yep. That's what the show does. There's Johnny Meyer, who was involved. He called the show. Johnny called the show as a fake caller, Monique, as meant to be real. And he said he hated the Make-A-Wish Foundation and he hopes they all die. And they staged it as a real call. It wasn't done. I got to play it for you
Wow.
someday. It was 10 minutes long. And he had me find it, and I played it for him in the deafening. And
Gumada. Oh, look at what Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovial did that?
Yeah.
I knew he researched it, but Bon Jovial. Honestly, there's probably 10 ways to spell it. You might be right for all we know.
Got that from the Cosa Nostra News.
Exactly. The Freddie Four Fingers report. I mean, come on.
Dennis is not. What is this? Caitlin Hatley officially broke up with Brent last weekend. Is this true?
No.
Is
Well, look at the username.
I know, but anybody can use that. Yeah.
Don't you have to run that by Yoda Quiver Stern first and second, so she can post 10 threads about it? They can't do anything without her.
Oh, Jason, let me delete you. Okay, so the other clips I have, Beth cheated on every boyfriend in 3 parts, which I love. Howard buys stripper Mercedes. How is this? How are we doing with this?
Because of these stories that he gets printed about him that he denies all the time. I was just doing a medley of the different stories over the years when
I
he
love
comes
how
back
your brain
Monday.
works, John. I love.
Well, I'm just trying to
your
show people when there's always a
deliciously
story.
random
Yep.
associations. They are. They just are. Okay. Trump prenup shames Howard using McCartney. What's that?
Right. So this is Howard has mentioned a prenuptial agreement maybe once, and this is the only time. So Trump forced him to say he has a prenuptial agreement. People ask me all the time about the prenup. Ask us. Does he have a prenup? This is the only time it's ever been uttered on the air, and Trump got him to utter it. And this is like
Really?
2008. Yeah.
All right. Let's listen.
Just to get off the subject, hey Robin, help me here. When are you getting married?
Me?
Yeah.
We're looking at 08, of course, this year. We're looking at maybe the fall.
Well, I hope I'm going to be invited to that wedding. That'll be great. Let me tell you.
You really want to go?
You know, yes, I would come if you invite me. I come. Listen.
Now
you're pressured. I don't know if that's gotta have a wedding. Howard.
Old.
Okay, so you're getting married in 08.
08, probably the fall. But we
will
would.
you or will you not have a prenuptial agreement?
We will. Oh, that's already been discussed.
Yeah, just
but you haven't started working on it.
Do you think he would have been happier with a prenuptial agreement? You know, I watched him on Larry King before he got married.
Who?
Paul McCartney.
Oh,
absolutely.
He's nuts.
That poor bastard. If he only had she only wants 250 million.
Yeah. And you know what?
You know, sucker pays. That's what happened to Billy Joel
The
too.
poor bastard.
But you
Sucker
know Trump
pays.
laying that on him, Monique. You know that language.
That is Trump's fucking superpower. That is his superpower. He stays up till 5 o'clock in the morning. He consumes all media known to humankind. And he, like I've always said, he's like a scorpion. He just rears it from behind. It just goes think.
And he dropped the McCartney bomb, and Howard's obsessed with doing all things that McCartney or going away. So he had.
Wow, that was a classic story. The way Paul McCartney
Yep.
got married without a
It's the way to get him to pay attention.
That was insane. I mean, seriously, he married Peg Leg without getting a prenup.
It's like one of the only times a prenuptial agreement has ever been mentioned in regards to Beth. And you know what's in there. Do you guys think Beth has a lawyer on the DL that she speaks to with an exit strategy in case shit goes down? She says, "Okay, we have a prenup, and this is what you'd have to, right, to protect yourself."
It has to have that.
I mean, how
There's
could
no
she
way
not?
it can't.
Just like in private,
Although
just
she
some
is kind of
lawyer
an
she
idiot.
knows.
No, you
Yeah,
have
but
to.
her parents aren't idiots.
So here's
So-
the thing. So when you get a prenup, you have to bring it to a lawyer. I mean, you have to bring it to a lawyer and just make sure everything in it is like on the up and up. And it has to be a lawyer not affiliated with anybody else that you know. Like it has to be a completely separate human being. So I would think that he probably paid for the lawyer for her, but she definitely had somebody look at it and
Well, the
make sure
thing
it
is,
was
though, its parents aren't
Oh,
dumb.
Dennis.
I mean, it's
agreed,
doctor.
Agreed. At the very
his
least, Dennis,
father's
she
a
probably
doctor.
spoke to her parents, right?
Yeah,
She
I
had to
mean,
have
there's
run
no
that by her
way.
parents.
No. You bring it to a lawyer, and a lawyer says to you, you
Oh,
know
no,
what?
they
Wrong.
paid for the lawyer.
No
No,
good.
definitely, but she ran it by her parents too,
And they
just to
paid
get
for the
their
lawyer.
opinion.
I can't
Yeah,
imagine
definitely.
somebody would run that past their parents. You know,
I
because
would.
you probably say,
Why wouldn't
"Hey,
that? Why wouldn't it?
you're marrying this guy for this, for this
Her
kind
mom
of
was
thing."
like her
Marrying him
confidant.
for his
so
looks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She
They're
married him
close.
for his money, exactly, and so she's gonna get whatever she can. She is. All right, let's hear about her cheating on every boyfriend. I love that Trump clip. Thanks for sharing that one. That was good.
Yeah, it's the only
You
time.
before you were with
Yeah.
Howard, did you ever see a man on the street or see a man in a movie and get turned on physically?
I cheated on every one of my boyfriends except for Howard.
For real?
I met Howard my cheating days, and
You're a cheater?
I was a cheater. I am admitting that here.
Really? Do they know that?
Do all the guys? I believe most of them know, and if not, I'm sure they're going to find out now.
Why do you think you were a cheater? Like what would lead to the
I
cheating?
was never 100% satisfied in my relationship.
With the
They
sex
gave
or
me-
the
Money.
Each one of the relationships gave me reason to not believe that was the right relationship for me.
Are you cheating on someone with Howard right now that he doesn't even know about Howard or?
Oh, am I what?
No, I'm kidding around. But like,
The day I met Howard, I never thought to be with wanted and had the desire to
the
be
day you
together
met
with him.
Howard, were you cheating on someone?
No. I was seeing someone, but we weren't in an exclusive relationship.
So you were seeing someone because I thought you were set up on a date with somebody just
Exactly.
at that restaurant.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Monique,
Like
that
set
gold-
up with like some Australian dude, and
Yeah, it was,
Yes, that That goalpost moves more than Mark Mosley. You know that.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, that story has changed more than telephone in a 5th grade class.
You know what? I swear to you, I swear to you, at some
That's a lot of
point,
change.
at some point, we have to do a timeline. Like we have to do a
You almost
timeline.
can't. You almost can't because it moves so much. I
The
mean,
goalpost is constantly being moved. You're
It's
right.
like,
it's all over the place.
It would be like CSI
was-
with all those red yards, like trying to.
Because it was an Australian guy, it was an English guy. You know, it was what else? It was a businessman. I mean,
Brian Von
this.
She was with her girlfriend. She got invited last
Yeah.
minute. She thought she'd just show up. I always wondered why Beth.
Where
says
was
that.
Crazy
I always
Cabby
wondered
in all
why-
this?
Hang on, let me finish. I always wondered why
Exactly.
Beth was candid in this interview with Benji. It's so different from how scared shitless she was in the Keith Abelo thing. Interesting.
That's true. That is so true.
Interesting.
Whoopies.
Let's play part 2. Here we go.
And you would cheat in your the last time in your relationship because but it was like over 10 years ago when you cheated last.
Well, Howard and I have been together over 15
I'm
years.
sorry,
so
15
this
years.
was a really long time. And then there was a year I was single, and before that,
So way before that.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
year is this?
yeah.
You were.
The interview?
Did you think of it as cheating?
Oh yeah, I knew I was cheating. I was sneaky about it.
How would you cheat? Like what would what? Tell me like the time you remember the last time you cheated.
I don't want to. I don't. That was so long ago, and it's so irrelevant. But and probably not cool to the guy I was cheating on.
Yeah, but
so-
they weren't cool to you. Let's qualify.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go to their
Let me
level.
clarify it.
That's okay.
Right.
All right. Well,
She had good reason.
Really good.
Oh, look at Howard white knighting her. She had good reasons to cheat on these guys.
But he
Of
loves it,
course.
Tony.
All
Howard
right,
loves
so-
this.
All right. What year is this interview?
2014.
Okay, so that timeline moves again because it's over 15 years.
That
That's-
would make it
that's
1998 or
99,
98. That's John
and-
Popper theory.
Yeah, that's not 2000.
Well, technically, it's not cheating if you give the guy a receipt.
That's you know what? That is true.
And pay taxes.
Yes.
Yes.
But you know what sucks, Monique, is Howard TV got whacked just before this came on, so we wouldn't get to see. I would have liked to have seen a visual of this, and this had to be audio. It just got whacked. I sent you a picture of collage I made for the channel at Stutter and John and taken down from Royce, using Royce, and it's a collage of her I used for this video. I don't know. It's got Beth's boyfriends on it.
You are so funny that you send me these things. Let me see.
I don't know if you saw it. This is a collage of her boyfriends.
Of course, I didn't see it. I'm gonna see it now.
No, I know.
Silly. All right, I'll put it up. I'll put up Harm's artwork. His visual collage.
It's just like this is my
He made a
Commodore 64.
collage. He made a collage.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's like Mod Podge, except better.
Except on a Commodore 64.
Collage. Hold
Hey
on.
Mo, quick question.
What?
Do you think, or is it possible? Do you think they put a no kids clause in the
Absolutely.
prenup?
112%.
Okay, I didn't know if that was an actual thing.
Well, I don't think you can word it that way, but I think I think it was probably one of the ways that
Stipulations?
got her to marry. Yeah. Don't want kids. Never again. Okay, who's dated who? Ethan Erickson, Howard Stern, Brian Van Holt, Michael Cerveris. Yeah, she's really God, this guy, Brian Van Holt, looks like it could be her brother.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. That's so good. That's the Amanda Pete triangle that the movie Whip. The story is Beth was dating Brian Von Holt. She got her a bit part on the movie, and then Amanda Pete stole Brian Von Holt from Beth, and she still harbors a torch.
Oh.
She probably
And
bitched to
Howard,
Howard
remember
about it and
his,
white knighted on.
And they're still together, right?
Yeah, and Howard used to
No.
take it out on him.
Oh no, Amanda Pete is with the guy who
Game
was
of
like,
Thrones. Yeah, the
Game of
Thrones.
executive
Right,
producer
right.
of Game of Thrones.
The guy that ruined the ending of that show.
Yes, well,
Yeah, well,
we all have our crosses to bear. Let me finish the clips. Here we go.
But so was cheating about?
Hey, the cheating.
Okay, I won't call it cheating.
I was in my
But
20s.
sex in your 20s.
Oh,
Was
that's
it
okay.
a physical thing when you were with the new guy, or was it like I love this guy? He will. Was it ever about lust?
No, it was about getting back on my boyfriend who wronged me.
Brian Von
Did you
Holt.
say that? Or was it just like a personal ha-ha?
No, never. I was very sneaky about it.
And would it be like a one-time kind of thing, or would it be a
Depended on if I what each situation. I didn't have a
Why did she allow this? Why would she admit this?
million relationships.
She thinks she's a victim.
She was promoting like a book or something at the time.
Yeah, Yoda. She's promoting Yoda.
Yeah, she was promoting a book.
Monogamous, but I was always in a relationship. So this isn't thousands and thousands of guys.
Was it, even though I know you think it's
okay, now we're getting.
I know you thought.
Monique, pause it for a minute.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I should have given you a little heads up. It gets really weird. Robin goes crazy here. She hates Ben. She's always hated Benji, and she goes crazy screaming at him, and he screams back at her. I completely forgot about this exchange, if I remember it all, and it's an odd little screaming match they have here.
Okay.
I know.
Hold on. Let me check with you.
And we've hit the center of the fucking earth.
Oh, Robin, stop it.
Robin, let me check with you.
I feel this is so boring.
Hold on,
It's
Matt.
absolutely not.
Matt.
I know you think.
It's like,
Robin, shut up. Shut up.
I'm talking out.
No, shut up. You guys can go call each other on the phone.
Drama.
Call me
and
later.
They're like badgering the witness.
Right, all right. Go ahead, Benji. Let's.
The fucking internet. You have the fucking computer in front of you.
All right, sorry, Benji. Go ahead.
Okay, I hate them all equally,
Right.
or whatever, but Robin white knighting for Beth and Howard isn't. Howard loves this. Howard loves that he's the only one that didn't get cheated on by the beautiful Beth.
stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
he's
is
so
so stupid.
It's just shocking to me that, and she would have never done that. I'm sure she had the questions up front.
And
I'm
she's also
sure
a
Howard
victim.
said yes, absolutely talk about this.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course. She's not doing that blindly. Absolutely.
So Howard must believe every stripper that he's the handsomest guy and she wants to go hang with him.
Absolutely.
That's funny. There's a stripper thing after
There's
this.
a
Dennis.
reason he keeps his condoms in a safe, bro.
Exactly. Don't you remember all the stupid Q&As that she used to do in those stupid magazines that she was in? And she would try to
FHM
make
and
her
Maxim.
completely asexual human body, like the most
Yes.
sexual, amazing person in the world, and
Yep.
that
Oh,
hand
bro.
jobs. and
Angie
all
Everhart.
FHM interviews, you mean?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
totally
It's
trying to make herself look sexy.
I keep it shaved down there because Howard likes it that way.
It look like him.
That's an actual quote.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
an
You
actual
don't, you
quote.
don't think Buckwald submitted those questions before she did it? You don't think they vetted the whole thing before she submitted
I wouldn't
that?
doubt it, but it's
Oh,
still-
absolutely.
Talk about
They were
the-
trying to get, I guess they were trying to make some
Guys, are you
create some
crazy?
buzz.
This is totally between her and he wanted her to be this person. He wanted her to
But
be.
he
No
he
doubt
made
about it.
sure that the script sounded better. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That was the thing. They worked it up to make it sound
No,
like it's
so-
something.
No, it's so stupid that this could
Yes.
only come from a 14 IQ girl. I mean, it's really, it's as stupid and boring as one would expect her life to be. It
And
really
you,
is.
you nailed it. He loves every second of it because this is his,
Loves it. Loves
yep.
it. This is what he's all about. All right, so we're gonna move on. Let me see.
She
I
met
don't-
Howard and reformed her ways.
Do I care
Once
about
again, the pretty woman scenario. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
And
Like,
Howard,
where's
but Howard
Howard?
wants to be the
Save
pretty
the
woman.
hooker.
I don't care about Sam Kinnison's death, and I don't even like Sam Kinnison. And
Oh!
Shh.
It's again. You don't have to play. That's just
I'm
like a
not. I
story
read
that in the
the-
paper that rattled him because they blame him for enabling Kinnison and advocating him on coke and stuff. The other one is what Dennis is talking. That's the stripper story with the Mercedes that we've
Classic story. Let's
Yeah.
go there. Here we go. That's what we're ending the show with. Oh my God, 2 hours. What's
Talking
wrong
about
with us?
making me
It's
crazy.
too long.
And Chauncey, you worked for the Daily News, right?
Yep.
Okay, maybe you can answer me on this. I think I'm upset about this. I want to laugh at it, but I don't really think it's that funny because it involves me.
What is this?
So Friday, we had the day off, and I spoke to Don, our agent, or maybe it was Thursday. Agent says to me something really strange. He says to me, "Hey, Howard, did you buy a Mercedes-Benz for a stripper?"
Now, why would he ask that question? He knows everything about Howard's life. He knows when Howard shits.
Yep.
That's how much he
Every
depends on Howard.
transaction probably goes through
Everything.
Yes.
Of course not. He says, I got a call from the Daily News. They want a response. And by the way, we never respond to any of this.
But this
To the fact that you bought a $60,000 Mercedes-Benz for a stripper.
what?
I said, Don, you know me. I ain't buying myself a Mercedes-Benz, let alone some stripper. I go, what the hell is that all about? He goes, of course I wouldn't even respond. Because you got to understand something. If you respond, they'll still print it.
That makes
Something. The reason I laughed when he told me about it.
See, so here's the curious thing. So why then, in fact, did they respond to the Globe thing? Like, he classically and historically never responds to like bullshit gossip things.
It's a power play, Monique. It's an arrogant thing. I'm too good to call you back.
Yeah.
but
You know
the
what I mean?
Globe thing. All right, so the Globe thing, I think because it came out and it actually has life of its own. I think that they advised him that he has to address it. I mean, seriously.
Well, it took them a week, so I'm sure they
But
had
it didn't.
to.
Well, remember that was the pre-thing you saw. It actually came out over the weekend. The print copy came out over the weekend.
His
So
other
that's
move,
why.
Monique, and I've many evidence. The John Manelli thing. He had John Manelli. He will call back and have you fired. So if it's the FHM guy, if it's John Manelli, his other move is he will have them fired. So that's once that comes out, he can't bring attention to that. So those are the two ways to do it: either ignore it or call them back and have the guy fired.
Yeah. All right. Here's a part 2. It's the last clip.
Don't care. And now here's why I get upset. Because I got to now answer to my kids who do hear these things.
Yeah, you haven't bought them a car.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes me look like a giant turd that I'm running around. I'm so hard up that I'm buying strippers $60,000 gifts. Like as Richard says, why the hell do you need to do that for a stripper? You give her $10. I want to read it to you. And I got to say that I think it's Neil Travis who wrote this. I've lost all respect for this guy. Became of the stripper. Travis. One of the bustiest, blondest strippers at the Plush Gentlemen's Club. In other words, one of the bustiest, blondest strippers at the Plush Gentlemen's Club scores is driving around in a new Mercedes-Benz she claims was given to her by an appreciative Howard Stern. No name of the woman, by the way. No name of the woman, by the way. Exotic dancer has been showing off the...
I love the way John cuts clips. It's so
I'm
cute.
trying to get him. There's a lot of pauses.
Just getting to the
and
point.
A lot of like.
It's right
He
there.
does.
I'm
He
trying to
does
cut
the punch.
around it.
I
The other,
appreciate it.
you got to remember too the timeline of this. He's just with Beth. I think he's outed for the first time in a few months. So this is the first time he's actually come out with Beth. So she's pissed. You know, she's here. She's obviously reading for her own name in the paper all the time, and she sees this. So
Yeah.
he won't bring Beth up here, but she's definitely part of the problem. It's not his kids.
That's
Do you think Ashley's reading the post?
FLK 430 convertible. And said to be the envy of the other girls who have often entertained the wild man of radio and TV, along with his whack pack of hangers-ons. So I called up, I saw it this morning, I had Ronnie call Lonnie from Stores, and I said, do you know who this blonde is that's running around saying that I gave her a Mercedes-Benz? I mean, I feel like a
Is there
jerk.
any credence to this at all?
He goes, no one.
Do we really need cat ass in our faces, Dennis?
Is saying that. He goes, he thinks this is a...
I was hoping she'd move.
Me, and also against Scores. the
Giving us
strip
a
club,
kiss.
because-
She's puckering up.
Well, he doesn't. But
The one-eyed cat's coming in. No, it's going out.
This.
Yeah, who planted that? I wonder who would plant this. Who would plant
Chauncey. I think Chauncey was
Chauncey,
doing it behind his
exactly.
back while he's calling in at the same time. I know he did.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's what we got
Fun
tonight.
fact: if you would have started Goodfellas at the same time as this
Balloon
podcast, we would be at the point where the feds are talking to Henry.
Just in case.
156. That's not that bad.
God, it is.
Saying-
It's bad. It's
And
bad.
I get to live
The
the
deafening
rest
was
of my
just
life like a
finishing the
schmuck.
monologue.
You see, the problem is we start earlier and we still go 2 hours. You know, this is I'm trying to avoid this by being able to like go
There's
to
a lot
sleep.
going on today, believe it or not. With the
No, it was. This was a lot going on. We got a little sidetracked. We had to talk about the house again. We had to talk about Beth. It'll be really interesting though to see why he's going in this week, and I'm sure he has like some stupid.
It's going to be amazing.
I
Oh my
thought
God.
the the
Spectacular.
mockery thread, you little mocketeers, were especially great today, Dennis, as they usually are. The great Reno had a question for everybody. He posed it. I don't think he thinks I'm looking at it. If somebody had, we always say how bad the show is. You have to pay me to listen to it. What would be your price to pay you to listen to the show every day? You had to sign a contract and listen to it every day. What would be your price that you had to listen to the show every day? $1,000, $100, $2,000.
What, a day?
A day.
1,000 a
show.
day minimum.
You had to do it. You were contractually bound to it, or you can get sued.
2,000.
Yep. That's not a bad number. I'm with you, Dennis. $2,000.
I like it. I was thinking 2,500.
20. Monique goes higher. Monique's answer's better.
7,500. Yeah, I like that. I think I
It's-
could do it. I mean, nobody paid Mark Spriggan to do what he did for.
Yeah, and see how well that worked out.
Yeah, it didn't really work out.
With
for him.
all the options we have now and all the better things out there that
Frank
we
the
could
Tank.
be doing, wasting everyone's time, lowering our IQ, what would it take you to listen to the show every day, contractually bound per show?
So Frank the
I'm making
Tank
that
has
up.
the
I'm
perfect quote.
editorializing him.
You cannot put a price on avoiding suicide.
Frank the Tank, you've done it again.
All right, guys. So we're gonna call it quits for tonight. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell. Make sure you comment, except when you're being snarky, because nobody appreciates it, and you know it's gonna get deleted anyway. All right. Yes, we're just about the 2-hour mark. So we're gonna.
Seconds.
Well, I figured that by the time we do the outro, we'll be right there at 30. So here we go. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.